This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. How's everybody doing today, huh? Leroy, how you doing today?
I'm good.
A couple days. Look, thank you, by the way. Leroy.
2 in a row.
Leroy, here 2 in a row, but Leroy brought me a present.
God.
He brought me a 6-pack of Cider Boys.
Cider Boys.
This was one of the only good things about Indianapolis. When I went to this place called The Eagle,
Yes.
I just randomly picked something on their menu. I was like, hey, give me this strawberry apple hard cider thing.
Oh.
You never know. Like, I'm usually rolling the dice.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just pick beers based on whatever the tap cover is. Like, what is
Oh.
that? What is that? A Yeti on your tap? I'll give you that one.
That's pretty good.
And it'll taste terrible. You know, it won't
Yeah.
taste good at all.
And it tastes
But
like a Yeti.
Leroy got me a 6-pack of these. He goes, I got you. And
Wow.
lo and behold, you got it. Where did you find
I was
this?
gonna say, where'd you even get that from?
It's at what is it? Total Wine.
Oh,
I got the
that place is nice.
I got the variety pack. So I got 4 flavors.
Did you try any of it
No,
last
I
night?
haven't tried it. It's not. I got to get it cold.
The strawberry is really good.
What?
They
what's
have
the
strawberry.
percentage
They
on
have
that?
pineapple. They have 5%. It's
5%
cider.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Chilling.
No. Oh, you guys come on. It was the golden monkey got me.
All right.
Guys get knocked over like a couple of wind socks.
No way.
Ooh.
dude.
You and him
Oh,
with the
weird.
drinking.
He's calling us
What
Joel
are you talking
Embiid,
about?
dude.
You guys are a couple of Joel Embiids with a couple of brews in
What are
you.
you talking about?
Oh,
Bro,
dude.
that's 9%. That is a
You
respectable.
guys got to relax. 9%.
I
It's
still
beer.
Never believe that you took
It's
that
all up
entire
here.
6-pack.
It's
No
all up
way.
here.
No, it's not.
It's all up here.
No way, dude.
Although I will tell you, this past weekend, I filled my my water bottle up with just tequila and Capri Sun.
Oh,
And it was the first time I had drank in a while, and I was
wow.
like, "Woo!"
Man, were you by the pool or was
Yeah.
it's a good mix of
It
sun
was
too?
hot as hell out.
Woo.
Dehydration. Anyway, let's get to
Solid.
our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford. What's wrong?
Because I can't get it to my computer.
You
because
look like
I
you were struggling with the
every
computer.
2 we know trust. You know what?
Okay.
I'm not coming here anymore.
Why not?
Damn it.
No, don't do that.
We lost him.
Like I get
How do you want me to log you into my account?
We lost
no. I have this right here, but that's not the point. Like to get into the same stuff, the password is different in this computer than my home computer.
him.
Al
I mean,
Nackles
it's
says
safety.
these-
Who cares about safety? We don't like everything. Something's always wrong.
they're trying to do that to me in the company too. They want me to sign up for another app because they're like, we want you
Oh yeah.
because you need access to the social media. I'm like,
social-
I don't
oh my
want
God.
the access to the social media.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not signing up for
Good.
anything else more. Somebody else can tweet from QAM. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. I have access to too many things.
True.
I don't want any more access. I want somebody else to have the access, and that's it. All right.
Oh no way, dude! Whoa, my God, dude! This guy pulled the prices right.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Wait,
Hello.
but wait.
Wow.
You know what the worst part is? You have to understand the process of determining this. First of all, he goes, well, we can see if she's coming. Let's see if she's logged in.
Yep.
Not logged in. What
Yeah.
time will she get here?
Yeah. Once we saw she wasn't there, I nailed it, dude.
And school hasn't even started yet.
We need to start having prizes on this.
That's right.
We need to start having prizes
We
on
do
this.
need to start getting.
By the way,
prizes.
JFig just walked in at 10:08, which was our
Yes.
pre-show prediction for me.
Not me.
Leroy said 10:15. He had no faith, JFig.
Yeah.
Margo said 10:07. I priced his right at him.
I can't believe he did that. Dude. I am a victim right now. That's so crazy.
So exciting. Wow.
We do need prizes. A stuffed animal would be perfect.
Yeah, we need
right now.
something.
This is good.
Maybe we'll have a stuffed Washington.
Is it time for
You know.
video assistance over there?
What do you mean?
Steph.
I don't know.
Yeah. You
Why?
smell lovely. Like the whole
Yeah, you look like you
aroma
mean
of the-
business today. You
the-
got meetings or something?
the whole aroma of the room changed as soon
Did
as
you
you
say-
walked in.
Is that a room?
Aroma.
Aroma, maybe.
I mean,
I'm glad. Does it smell like mayo in here?
smells like mayo.
Mayo.
Male.
Oh, male.
What are you talking about?
All right. Oh, it looks like we got some Dolphins news. Here we go.
Ooh. I had to
Uh,
drive by the stadium today.
Did you? It was
I
that
took-
bad?
So
It was pretty bad.
No, it didn't. I'm getting down here in 30 minutes, dude. I'm getting down here way early. I'm leaving at like quarter to.
Well, there was when I was taking the turnpike down, there was some pretty bad rain. I think that slowed it up.
Oh, rain in South Florida. Hey, can I just say this? Folks, you live in South Florida. You have been around rain your whole damn life. Why do we act like it's an earthquake when it rains for 5 minutes on the roads? It's terrible.
Dolphins news. The Dolphins are releasing veteran defensive tackle Teair Tart, according to Adam Schefter.
Whoa.
So the first guy they signed to replace Christian Wilkins.
No, well, and what I would say is this. That has more to do with the young guys looking really good, right? Now I don't know, and a lot of times, to be fair, a lot of times they make these decisions early with the veterans so they can have a chance to go somewhere else.
Mhm.
You see what I mean? The younger guys they cut later because maybe they can bring them back on the practice squad. So that's kind of how that works. The reason why they did it early, or to be fair, maybe he wasn't getting a whole bunch of playing time and he went to the organization and said, "Just release me."
Maybe. Now, Marcos,
Yes, sir.
you had a lovely day yesterday.
I did indeed.
It was your significant other's birthday.
30th birthday.
So question,
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah,
If she had a whole weekend celebration,
correct.
right? Do you still have to do something on her actual birthday?
I feel like I would have had to, but
Here's the deal.
2 other people did.
2 other people.
Yeah, so I was bailed out.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, he's
Whoa.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
I am going to give you your first lesson
Yes.
in a long-term relationship.
All right.
On that day,
Yep.
you and only you
Only me.
should be the one
Mm.
doing all the stuff. You got it. It has you have to do it
All right.
simply because, right? She going somewhere else, or somebody else is
Yeah.
treating her on her birthday, right? You get lost in the mix. I don't care who it is. I don't
Okay.
care if it's mom and them.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. That's like saying,
Sometimes
you
I
know,
like getting lost in the mix.
What?
Yes.
Valentine's Day.
Sounds like I can sneak
Wait.
a nap.
That's why he has a mixed bag, guys.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Birthday. And if you're up north, I hate you, sweetest day,
Ugh.
which is Valentine's Day in the winter.
Mm.
Yes.
You made that up.
No, I did not.
All right.
You gotta be the person.
Yeah.
Like it just it is what it is.
So what do I do when her aunt shows up with balloons and a cake? I gotta box her out.
I mean, no, we got something planned. Because you playing something.
What
You
did you
can't
plan? What did
ever
plan?
say you can't ever say,
Can't plan anything,
oh, that
right?
means I don't have to do nothing because somebody else
Yeah,
did.
you don't get to pass the buck.
Right, that's what
No,
I'm
Tony
saying.
did.
Dude.
Yeah, someone else
Hey.
brought pizza. Ooh,
Hey.
So good.
Hey.
So you
Yeah.
basically you
Hey.
Yeah.
Woo!
allowed the
Hey.
hot
She's waiting
tag.
on you, by
Oh,
the
it was
way.
good. Yeah,
Hey.
it was good.
Hey, let me explain something to you.
Yep.
You're setting a bad tone.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you now.
Bad precedent.
I'm telling you now.
all
Because
the
guess what?
boxes- Yeah.
Y'all gonna get the argument.
You got a good present?
Here's how the argument's
I
gonna
did.
go.
I did.
You got a good present.
I got a good present, and this weekend was pretty
No.
expensive. Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
Here's how the argument's gonna go.
Uh-huh.
Right? Y'all go get into it one time. Might be 17 years from now.
Yep.
Oh, kind of like you left it to everybody else to celebrate my birthday when I was 30.
Yeah, I was a +1 at her 30th birthday party.
Mm,
It was
Hey,
great.
I'm telling you. Hey,
dangerous
Come
game.
Come on,
You
Marcus, her big 3-0.
you have been
Pretty
warned.
good.
Be careful
Hey,
now.
Yeah.
you have been warned.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
It was a good time. 2 cakes. Can't ask for anything more. Pizza?
did you get a cake?
No.
So
why would
did
I-
But let me ask you. So,
Don't you get a cupcake
so
or
you didn't?
something?
Did you
Yeah.
feel a frostiness from her because of this?
No, because of this specifically. No, but I know that everything I did good this weekend
Mhm.
no longer matters because
You ain't do nothing on her birthday.
no, it's a different thing now. It's today is no longer her birthday. You know, we're back to normal. All right. You had the weekend, the
Oh,
company.
so you reset?
Yeah, you're
Cute.
because hey, listen, my birthday,
Oh,
6 days,
Hey,
baby.
Hey,
Come on,
dude.
now.
Hey,
6 days away.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
We're moving on. We turned the page already.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
What a
you're
sucker.
playing with fire.
Now,
You are playing with fire. You don't realize it because
Yeah.
you're young, but I'm telling you, this a few years from now.
Yeah, but what
You
I
can-
want to know what particularly, so what frostiness have you felt since the reset that you thought you reset?
okay. So we had a great weekend, like I mentioned.
Oh, so Monday night you said not your birthday. So what we doing on my birthday?
Let's,
You know,
let's
wait,
let, let
wait,
us
you
let
gonna
us
cheat
let
or
us
something?
let Frog Boy have the floor.
Okay, go.
We went out this weekend, which is great. Great opportunity to feel young again as you turn into 30, right? Which requires an extensive process of getting ready.
Mhm,
This is Saturday.
mhm.
The sink in our bathroom had makeup, whatever tools women use.
Yeah.
Tool because you got to put stuff on here to
Yeah,
make sure
I got you. Okay.
so many things in the sink, right?
Mhm,
But this was Saturday.
Mhm.
It is now Tuesday,
mhm.
right? I had a call this morning. Hey, did you turn the water on in the sink? Oh, today? Maybe not. I mean, maybe it's been 4 days. So yeah, maybe I did real quick. You ruined my makeup. You're dead to me.
What?
Now I'm getting text message saying, oops, accidentally. And my response
Oh,
is,
so like there's makeup still in the sink as if it's like a
Like,
holster?
oh, no,
guys,
Tuesday?
on the edge.
I
Wait,
love,
from
Oh no!
I love my
Why
lady.
did you do that?
Okay, God forbid, water comes out of the sink, guys. She just puts stuff on flat surfaces. If there's a flat surface, I love this woman. She's gonna put something on it.
Mm.
In the sink, we've had plants, and I'm not talking about a plant in a cup. I'm talking about a potted plant in my sink because she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put water on it." 2 days go by, and now I'm brushing teeth like the jungle
hold on,
book.
question.
Why do you
Why
How
do you
do
sound like
2
you're
days
brushing your
go
teeth
by?
in the kitchen?
No,
Because
that's what
only
it
the
sounds
kitchen has a flat sink.
How do 2 days go
bathroom
by
has
and you
a
have
No,
you
you-
used
no,
the sink
'cause if-
beforehand?
I have a flat
Within
sink.
those 2
Okay.
days?
I have a flat
Had
sink.
I used the
So
that's
then
yeah.
how have you not removed the plant or the makeup from there?
The plant I had
Hey.
to move. It is now in the shower.
That's that you playing with fire. You
So I
touch
was
that.
like, that's the thing.
No.
I don't
He
know
can't
what
touch that
stuff,
plant.
I don't know what that stuff is. I don't know. I don't want to touch anything. But real quick,
You don't want to touch
God
anything,
forbid
but you want to put water in
I
it?
just gotta use the restroom real quick. Just gotta rinse my. I'm not sitting here scrubbing, doing the ABCs.
Understand.
But just a little quick. Because God forbid I don't. You didn't wash your hands. I mean, there's stuff in the sink.
Mm.
4 days of not moving the stuff in the sink. Maybe it got a little wet. Maybe I damaged some makeup.
I think you should go ahead and replace it.
What?
You
Now
finish that
the
sentence.
Is this the? Hold on. Let's.
Yeah.
Hold. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
First time you done it?
ruin her makeup with
Yeah.
water? Yeah, probably.
Liar.
No, this is not the first
That
time
hesitation says it all.
I've turned the water on real quick, but it's usually like clothes, She doesn't know. The water will dry.
Mm. So we got a
Marcos,
real.
how do you not notice when you turn things
Oh,
on?
I totally noticed, but it's more of me making a stand of like, why are we putting stuff in the sink? Why are we storing things in the sink?
It's in the sink, or when
It's
you say
in the
because when
sink.
you say in the sink,
Sink
I'm very
is-
confused because like in my bathroom,
Yeah.
there is a flat
Surface.
pavilion vanity surface,
Yeah,
and then there's a sink.
correct.
You're saying
I
she
have
puts
an
the
elevated
makeup.
sink. It's in a concave thing.
Okay,
Almost if you would take a helmet, put it upside down. How
right.
it's
So
on
it's
top of the
in the sink.
It's in the freaking sink.
It's in the sink. It's not outside the sink.
Nope, there's a counter space already occupied
Why
by
is it
her,
in
by
the
the way.
sink?
Why is it in the sink?
I think I've switched sides here. I think I'm on
Why
Frog
is it in
Boy's
the
side.
sink,
Hey.
dude? 4 days in the sink. One day, hey, we gotta go. I'm just gonna leave this
Well, you
here.
guys like supremely hungover from this weekend. You can't put away the makeup.
Well, one day we were. So I'll give her 1 day. That Sunday, she's like, "Whoa, this is 30," and I was like, "Yeah, this is 30. It's not good." But
Only gets
Monday
harder.
goes by, Tuesday morning, and now I'm getting a call about it. So anything I did this weekend is null and void. Who knows how my birthday is gonna
Because
go?
of makeup?
Because I ruined some makeup because
Makeup
she
was
put it
pretty
in the sink.
expensive.
Yeah,
Well-
you better go buy some makeup on the way.
Now I
Well,
gotta buy
here-
makeup.
Here's what I was
What
Replacement
makeup do I even
messed
buy?
up.
now.
It's hard to take a
Here-
picture of the sink.
Here's your second lesson in relationships.
Yep.
You have a valid argument.
Oh,
You have a valid point.
Yeah.
But I suggest you take your ass somewhere and replace that makeup.
Yeah, you better at least get a gift.
On
card.
a regular day, maybe I'll take your side, but on her
Yeah.
birthday week,
Come on.
Wait. Here.
I actually don't think
Can I just say this? You can't leave stuff in the open that others are going to go by that don't realize how
I clean up after
expensive they
myself,
are.
I get that, yeah.
You
In
see
the
what I'm saying?
sink.
So if
It's the
she
sink.
deemed to look, he looks in the sink. He don't know if that came from Sephora, whatever that place is,
Sephora,
Ulta.
Sephora.
Yeah.
or Walmart. He don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
right?
You need to.
He don't know if she got the expensive stuff or like it's
Here's what I suggest. You don't want your birthday. Like if your birthday wasn't 6 days away,
6 days away.
maybe you have a
Hey,
bigger stand.
She
on
gonna
it.
throw
better-
water on everything you love.
you bet you I'm,
Oh,
I'm-
already. Yeah.
hey, you better go home and look at the brands.
Yep.
Right? If you want to have anything close to what you think your wife had on her birthday,
Right.
I would suggest.
If you want to make like the Cuban tree
Like
frogs,
even
Oh, yeah.
even though
What's
you have a valid point,
promo code Show Pony?
but as you will learn, valid points in arguments with a significant other don't matter. The only thing that matters is happiness and getting through it.
but here's another thing:
Yeah.
don't get too cute.
Oh,
So, like, what I mean by this is, don't go get her like a makeup case or anything like that,
Nah.
because then you're also bringing attention to how she messed up by putting the makeup in the sink.
Okay. What about a gift
Just get that's good.
Good.
Makeup's
Like a
good.
Ulta
Yeah, the makeup gift card's good, but you got to figure out where to get it.
Oh.
Like
So
Leroy
I to
said.
take a picture of the sink so I can see what you messed up, and then I'll help you out. Okay?
Yeah. Well,
But ultimately, you're a bum.
yes.
and-
That's how I feel.
Yes.
That's how I
Hey,
feel.
that's it. Hey, listen, relationships are very touch and go. You could be on like just this hell of a run. It could go for weeks. Hell, it could go for years. And then you do something and y'all not talking for a week. And you can't do nothing about it.
Like throwing water on makeup.
Why the sink?
Wait, but she made it sound like you were just in there with taking a bath.
Yeah.
And,
And honestly, it was underneath other things. What am I?
wait,
What
why are
the
you
hell is
on,
going
dude?
on?
why are you using
So
your
many
sink
things
for
in the sink.
storage?
If there's a flat,
Or you know
surface-
what you could do?
Yeah.
Here's what you should do. Now, here's what Leroy would do to make my point.
Oh,
Right? I would take my bathroom stuff,
Mm.
right, and put it downstairs in the kitchen, and then start brushing my teeth by the silverware.
Oh, yeah, that's
and then she say, "Why are you brushing your teeth down here? Because there's no room in the bathroom where I'm supposed to be able to brush my teeth."
cool. Don't do that.
Honestly,
not-
I do stuff like that, to be honest.
You have wait,
Yeah.
listen, subtle jabs,
Mm.
subtle jabs.
I'm a shave in the kitchen.
Let me say, no, you go look, you go shave in the kitchen just one time. You go, why are you shaving down here? Why'd you shave in the bathroom? Because I don't listen.
No one's gonna eat.
I
it
don't
at
wanna
home
wet your
anymore.
makeup.
I don't want to wet your makeup
Yeah.
or your potted plant
Okay.
or
Here's the
you know,
problem, though.
What?
What if she says thank you? And now you're stuck kitchen brushing.
Then you just start screaming, no!
Kitchen brusher now.
That's when you interrupt, and I'll allow it.
now you get your brush.
Like kitchen brusher.
You're like, it's like, so you got to clean a fork, clean your teeth.
Yeah.
Like you, as you will soon find out that your areas,
Oh, dude. Like,
especially when you
once
you
baby
have
Tadpole
kids,
gets some teeth,
your
Oh,
your
man.
areas
I've been
get
relegated to
smaller and
kitchen brushing
smaller.
before, but not by choice. Like I've just been
Yeah.
boxed out of my bathroom. Like,
Wait
I
till
gotta-
your kids
brush
start
myself
using-
somewhere.
Like, your kids start.
Yeah.
Or wait until Sophie and your wife use the same stuff. So you're never gonna have any free time in the bathroom. Hey, my bathroom. I just need to grab something real quick, Dad. Cover up.
Take a break. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting
You know, I'm glad you played this song, Marcos, actually.
Why is that?
Well, I'm very upset that the Jimmy Buffett estate. We were talking Jimmy Butler during the break. We'll get to a Jimmy Butler story that's pretty funny right now.
Yeah.
But the Jimmy Buffett estate put the Knicks on
Fins up. Yeah.
But did I not hear at the game this past week when the Dolphins first scored? Did they not play Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah. Are we?
What's going on? Are we allowed to do fins up or not? Because, by the way, the players are still doing it and the coach is still doing it.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that Jimmy Buffett came in here, or his estate, excuse me, the late, great Jimmy Buffett, who was a great South Florida sports fan, once got kicked out of a Heat game.
Yeah.
An OG, all right? Love Jimmy Buffett.
Yep.
But his estate, they don't want fins up being the Dolphins thing anymore. They tried to put the claim on that. And I don't like that. Like, once a thing's a thing, it's a thing.
Yeah, too late. What do you? Like,
yeah, too late.
You can't take that
it's
out
in
of
the
my
vernacular
brain,
of sports fandom
like,
anymore.
You do this thing, and you say fins up.
Yeah,
it just happens.
I didn't like that, but I noticed at the game that
Mike McDaniel can't even run on the field.
He did it anyway, but that's what I'm saying. The players are doing it anyway, but like they can't have it as their official slogan anymore. It used to be their official thing. Fins up. Like you'd be like fins up. You put a little hashtag fins up, little Dolphins logo. You put on the shirts, fins up. And so I'm just very confused. Why?
It's amazing that it's hard to breathe.
Yeah.
It's hard to get up in the morning because you're going to offend somebody. You can't say this. You can't say that.
Or I'm going to get sued. Yeah, like I don't understand.
When is it going to get out of hand?
I don't know. But everybody's still doing the fins up.
And it's still a hashtag. Like I'm looking right now, people as recent as an hour ago, the Up and Adams show, interviewed Tua. They put hashtag fins up. Like Twitter still responds to that.
Everybody
hashtag.
knows fins up is fins up.
Get out of here.
I don't like that Jimmy Buffett estate.
Estate.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett, the greatest.
Legend.
It's estate. Greedy.
Bastards. Don't you have enough? What those Margaritaville rooms
There's
are?
Margaritavilles popping up all over the
Jeez,
place.
Dude,
I think we have a Margaritaville getting built over here.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
Margaritaville's up the wazoo.
It's crazy.
And with water parks now.
Look at that.
They have water parks on the boat? Or is
They
like
have
in the
boats?
Margaritaville?
Oh no, in the Margarita.
I've never been to a Margaritaville.
We did one event with promotions one time where they showed us
At the one in Hollywood or Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, they showed us the suite one time.
That's kind of cool.
I think if like someone was staying there and Jimmy Buffett like showed up and was like, "Hey, I want that suite," they kick him out of the suite.
Crazy.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett's here, sir.
Jimmy Buffett was great. Was a great South Florida sports fan, and it is a shame, and I don't think he would want when he was alive. I don't think, and timing seems to be coincidental with this. I don't think he would have liked, the estate taking away fins up. So, but I noted, I was like, wait a minute. It was when Sanders hit that bomb, that 58-yard bomb ski during the preseason. I'm like, they're playing Jimmy Buffett? Because I'm telling you, if I was Garfinkel, I would have been petty.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'd have been like, oh yeah,
And just not play it. Just
be like, oh really?
Yeah.
But you know what? Good to see him sticking with tradition. I guess you know what? Garfinkel is a bigger man than me.
That's right.
the problem is you got to give the fans what they want.
Right. That is true. But everybody, Mike McDaniel's still doing his fin thing. Tua did it when he got his contract. Everybody's still doing it. But I guess they just can't make shirts with it or something.
Yeah.
Which I guess opens up a market for the bootleg shirt industry.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
The shirt you can buy right outside the stadium.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes better than the shirts that you can get on Fanatics.
Sometimes those shirts get vulgar. They're like, bleep, I'm a Dolphin. I'm like, oh my God. Wow.
Listen, everybody has the Michigan Ohio State shirt that's sold before the big game with one school peeing on the other school. Right? Everybody. It just like always.
Was that the basis of Catholics, convicts, like the merch that was being sold outside of
Yeah.
it too?
That was the base of that whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Pretty good.
Dade South says the Dolphins logo only pops up for hashtag GoFins. Yeah, it's annoying. Let me have my logo back. I know it's a small thing because there used to not be logos on hashtags.
Yeah.
But still, I wanted that.
It's like one of the cool things about Twitter still. Get my little
Everything else.
say, look, somebody said it right. Now let's just say dorsal fin up.
Gotta be oddly specific. Maybe we'll switch over to Dale fins.
Stop.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for that.
And it'll be like an emoji, a pit bull with a dolphin fin.
I mean,
He's not far off. Like if he was to do, I'm sure there's going to be a show one day where he does, where he's surfing on the dolphin while performing.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh-oh.
It's coming.
Terrence Chisholm left game in 7th inning.
Yeah, I think it was his shoulder. I think it's minor though. I think he said it was minor. We'll see.
Yeah, if it was Marlins, he's missing a month.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not
That's the
coming
point.
back. Yeah, right. No rush.
What's
We're
the
real
point?
close to the end of the season. Like, I can't believe with all the stuff that has been going on this year, baseball just zipped by without a care, right?
Down here for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, down here for sure. Like, what's to care about?
I mean, even when they were bad, we would always still talk about certain players or something. Like, nothing.
Nah, we're in give up mode. That's why. And like the payoff isn't as great as it is. Like when you tank in other sports, next year I'm gonna get a guy. In baseball,
I have
it's
no
like,
idea how to draft.
Yeah,
works.
no idea.
what the hell is going on.
And you think your draft pick, because here's what's most important in baseball. What's most important in baseball is having the rights the maximum amount of years before you got to give him a big contract. So you're never going to see that guy right away.
No. Sucks.
I don't like it. It's
I mean, hell, who's the guy they drafted a couple of years ago that was like supposed to be all from, we went to Vanderbilt or Purdue.
JJ
or something?
Bleday?
Oh,
Yeah, he's not
Bleday.
even with the team. He got traded, right?
he was in the puck deal.
Right.
Okay. Bleday. You guys had me looking for JJ Bleday. How dare you?
I think he had a moment this season.
Oh, did he?
I think he did.
Wouldn't be surprised too.
I think he did. 30 games under 500 though,
Look at
What are you
that.
gonna do? Tough sledding. Take a break. Tyreek Hill. He's talking bleep to new athletes. That's next.
Nip it in the bud, we never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting, not clashing, not at all.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take guys up until 2 here on the show. Dolphins.
Will you take us until 2?
I will, because we don't have a guest to play today.
Okay. I gotta tell you,
maybe later this week though. I'm working on some things.
I like the. I don't know what it is.
Hmm?
Like, for me, I've always thought that unless it's really important, like sometimes it's just filler.
Mm-hmm.
And I've listened to radio long enough, and sometimes I'm just turned off by it. But sometimes they're really fun. Like some of the guys we have.
I think everybody I get on, I want to make sure they're fun.
Right.
Filler.
Because we don't like, like we always have like a purpose for having them on, a reason or whatever. Some people just have them to have them
that's true.
Kick the tires on camp or whatever. We always say, hey, we want to ask so-and-so this. But I don't know what's the best way to do it, because some people believe in having a whole bunch of guests.
Yeah, and sometimes it just takes me, I got to sit down and just do it. I got to be all right, I got to send these emails. And then people are pretty good about it. But a lot of the times I just like talking bleep with you just to mess with you.
Do we want to do somebody from somewhere in the city that the Dolphins are playing?
I'm working on that.
Oh, really?
I'm working on that.
Let me review your list.
I got my own list of
people
one
I
radio
can
superstition.
call.
I don't like saying who I'm working on because I feel like it jinxes it.
Right. But no.
I'll tell you who it is off the air though.
No. I'm just saying, for the cities, or are we just one person from a different?
No. I'm doing I thought you meant get somebody to talk about the game this week.
No. I'm not necessarily this week, but I'm saying every week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Still waiting on the.
But I
approval
need to.
guy.
I need to approve your list. I don't want random Joe.
No. I'm not working on random Joes. I wouldn't do that.
Okay. No,
because
he's a radio station, it's our sister station.
Nah.
No,
unless I know the guy. Unless I know the guy, I know he's gonna be.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing.
And if you know him, I know him.
Yeah.
So
What about the equipment guy?
I should work on that, J-Fig. I should
really
get
want
the
you to.
Dolphins. Do you want to work on that? You want to reach out to the Dolphins?
They don't know me like that.
They don't know me like that either.
Oh.
who you?
I can reach out to the Dolphins. if you guys
Well,
want me
the
to reach
guy
out to
that
the
used to
Dolphins.
really be good at it.
I'll try, but
Oh man.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
But anyway, speaking of the Dolphins, yesterday Tyreek Hill, he did his Tyreek Hill thing, which is he likes to troll. And so yesterday, he was doing an interview with Up and Adams, Kay Adams, and Noah Lyles has been making a lot of headlines lately. And the professional athletes do not like him because he has besmirched the name of world champion.
Here's what he does. Okay. A lot of times people look at track stars and say, why couldn't you play another sport? Oh, because you don't want to get hit or whatever. And a lot of times they'll then flip the script and try to minimalize what other athletes are doing and make what they're doing that much more difficult. We've had the same conversations with baseball players. Me and Kenny Lofton used to go at it all the time because I'm like, ooh, him get a boo-boo on his pinky, he out for 2 days, right?
And what would he say to you?
No, he says, you only play once a week. I'm like,
counterpoint.
once a week? I'm like, do you see me? I'm like, it's off season. I got knots still on my body from the season.
Yeah,
What,
you're only
pull
getting
a
that.
hammy?
What'd you do? Get the only equivalent to that is taking a fastball off the head.
Right. So now me and him could go at it because he was also a point guard in Final Four. So he played 2 sports. So it's a little bit different.
It's pretty crazy that Kenny Lofton Jr. is not his son.
That happened to me with the Canes recruit, the running back Chris Johnson Jr. I was like, we got Chris Johnson's son. He's going to be amazing. And they're like, no, they got the same name, dude. They're both
Chris
fast.
Johnson is like,
Okay,
there's a
that's fair.
million
That's
of
fair.
them.
That's fair.
So I get it. Point is this, right? It's almost like a step up to say I ran track and now I play football.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of sprinters know that, and they try to diminish taking that next step as if, oh, you went and played football because that football speed is different than this speed.
Right.
And Tyreek is like, hold on, player. Hold on. And this is where, which
So
I love it because, listen, Tyreek can go do what Noah Lyles can do. Noah Lyles can't go do what Tyreek is doing.
totally.
And so
Yeah, remember that was
you
a
gotta
thing.
be careful.
That used to be a thing with Usain Bolt. People used to be like, "Oh, could you put Usain Bolt on a football team?"
Right. No.
And make him
and
make him a football player.
I can't tell you how many times I created him in Madden.
Oh, did you really?
So many times.
Can I just tell you, and this is very important that everybody should know this in sports, right? We have all these people in football that take these measurables and try to determine how good a player is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the most important thing about all of it is how you can use those talents on a football field. Like people, when you say Tyreek Hill is fast. That's what everybody says. He is so fast. He's the fastest guy in the NFL. In fact, to me, as a football player, the thing that separates Tyreek Hill from every other player in the NFL is his ability to stop.
Oh, it's crazy.
And then go to that speed. So how do you use, there's a lot of fast guys that play football that sit in their ass at home because they don't know how to use that speed. But Tyreek Hill is so start, change of direction, all these things that make that speed that much more dynamic. So when you say, oh, this guy's a burner, I always kind of say, okay, whatever.
Here was Tyreek Hill. This was on Up and Adams.
Sprinter Noah Lyles. He said that Super Bowl champs should not consider themselves world champions. What do you think of that?
Noah Lyles can't say nothing after what just happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Then he want to come out and pretend like he's sick. I feel like that's like horseradish. So for him to like do that and say that we're not world champions of like our sport says like, come on, bro. Like just speak on what you know about, you know what I'm saying? And that's track.
Would you like to race him when he gets home?
I would beat Noah Lyles.
You think so?
I would beat Noah Lyles.
Like by a lot?
No, I wouldn't beat him by a lot, but I would beat Noah Lyles.
I'd like to see that happen.
And guess what? When I beat him, I'm going to put on a COVID mask and let him know I mean business. Because I do mean business.
But that's it. See, here's the thing.
That's so great.
Here's the thing. There's a difference in, like, when you think of football and basketball players, right? The competitiveness in those two sports is more hand-to-hand, like you talking trash and dealing with somebody right across from you. So you are extremely competitive. It's a little bit different in baseball, and it's a little bit different in track, right? But that being said, I don't underestimate Tyreek Hill.
Beating him?
Yeah, I would not, simply because
Apparently you just got to make it a 200-meter race.
but that's just it. Like a track person would say something like, you didn't beat me at my best sport. A football player would say, but I beat your ass, right? Because he's competitive. And so I would love to see it just for all the trash talk, because Noah Lyles thinks he's talking trash. That ain't trash talk. Tyreek knows how to talk trash.
Tyreek Hill, and I think it's best put by Jalen Waddle on Twitter. He says he's a menace. Like he will, even if he doesn't believe it, he's gonna say it just to stir it up.
Right. But because here, there's certain athletes that, and I believe this too, that there were times where I had no business succeeding in a situation that I had success in. No reason. But I was so competitive that I just found a way to get it done. That's kind of where Tyreek is, right? When he was banged up, when he was hurt, you didn't know how hurt he was, but you could kind of see it. But he just felt that, hey, I'm just so competitive, I'm gonna find a way through.
My favorite thing with the Tyreek Hill is when he's playing and then all of a sudden, like, he leaves to go get the IV and then he comes back and he's like Superman.
Right. Like, it's
I love that.
amazing. It's amazing, and I think that's one of the things that I miss about sports, because there's no other arena that you can talk the type of trash that is talked there and then just go have drinks afterwards, right? People are so offended, people feelings get hurt, people get sensitive, and just to not have that part of it anymore. That was the funnest part of it. I didn't talk trash, but I used to definitely give the stink out of somebody that talked trash to me after I say, oh, look who's on their back. What happened? Who you really? I remember one time some guy he came up to hit me, and I just went right through him.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know he was hurt at the time, but I said, you really brought it that time, buddy.
Damn.
I'm just saying, because before the game when you're on the midfield, they always go to the running back because the running back don't say nothing, right? All day. It's gonna be over here all day. That's Crowder, right? All day. Oh, we're gonna be at this all day. And then you dump truck him and he's just like,
I guess it wasn't all day.
I said, no,
Early dismissal.
No, I go like this. Oof. Hey, it's 1:30. Are we done? Or we still, because 1:30, we still got a few more hours of today. Yeah. So, but that was fun. And if you saw the guy at the bar, we have a drink and go, the world isn't like that. So I don't know if Noah Lyles can handle that, because Tyreek will say something or do something.
Well, he simply seems like, I don't know much about Noah Lyles,
Right.
but I definitely think of the things we've seen since the Olympics and his beef with professional athletes, he definitely seems to have something very much against
He's
the
bitter
way
that he can't play.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
Like, if you're gonna not show up, you're gonna disparage the title of world champions. You're gonna not show up to an Anthony Edwards shoe launch because you're insulted they're even asking you.
Here's the deal. Here's basically what Tyreek said. You ready?
Yep.
You ain't a world champion. You ain't a world champion in one of your events, right? And if they show you the finish of that race, you still can't tell who won.
No.
Right? Don't come at me telling me I ain't a world champ when, the only person that could really say that's like Usain Bolt, right? Oh, I'm like, but he wouldn't say that. He said he was going to race somebody, but he didn't I just say
Usain Bolt though was killing people.
Right, but that's
ridiculous.
what I'm saying. And Tyreek is basically saying you ain't that guy.
Yeah, it wasn't even an event when he was there. It
right.
was to go. It was
know what he did, right?
Hmm?
Do you know what he did? So he would get $1 million bonus every time he broke the world record. So he wouldn't quite run as fast. So every final he could break the record a little bit more. And that's how good he was.
Take a break. Get you a training camp update coming on up. Back with more after this. Two of the program.
We're matching.
We are matching today.
Ah.
What the hell
I
have
got
we
it.
all feeling blue? Yeah.
I always wear blue. My wife says all the time,
Go blue.
"Hey,
That's
can
true.
you not wear? Can you wear another color other than blue?"
You look
I'm
good.
like,
in
all
blue.
my stuff is blue. I don't know why.
Well, I would imagine half of it is probably free from Michigan. 'Cause you
No,
love a
no,
free
not
shirt.
really. Not really.
You
not
love
really.
a free
You
shirt.
do love a free
I
shirt.
do love a free shirt.
Leroy has free shirts from like boxing trips from 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. It still fits. Good job.
He's looking slim.
He is.
Wow.
Well, you looking good. Not a lot of people. 8 years.
In my prime.
Same thing.
Yeah. We had. Let's see. When did we first go to our first? We used to go to a lot.
Yeah.
When we had the midday.
Yeah.
I got my
Woo!
the missus is very into right now bleep talking English speaking Canelo. Like she just keeps sending me TikToks of just Canelo talk. She goes, "Who is this guy who was disrespectful for him?" I'm like, "That's Edgar Berlanga. He's fighting him in September." He goes, "I want Canelo to kick his ass."
Whoa!
So we may be having a Canelo watch party at the Tobin house for
Hey,
Berlanga. Apparently she hates
Why?
Berlanga.
Why, Smeathan? Hey.
What?
I'm not 67, you bum.
Okay.
If I was 67, I'd be like, to kick your ass.
Jordo says, "You guys should look at Precious Achua's IG. He's walking 2 lions and set on a leash.
Walking 2 lions? On
There's
a
no way
leash?
that's real. I'm gonna have to look at that."
Yeah, it's strange.
Let's get to headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Our first headline before we get into our training camp update comes from Jeff Darlington of ESPN, who is dealing with a real problem we're having down here in South Florida. Leroy, if you could check your screen here. He has said, he tweeted out, "Here's a first for yours truly, ESPN resident Florida man. Our toilets haven't been effectively flushing the last few days. No idea why until I walked into our bathroom to find this."
Whoa!
Another iguana in the toilet, just like Jaelan Phillips, dude.
Damn, dude. Jeff didn't mention what
Hey.
area he lives in, right?
You know why his head is sticking out like that?
Hmm?
Because of the poop in the toilet. He's like, oh my goodness.
I can't rule it out. I
What
don't
if,
know.
what if he's using the toilet? Actually,
He says, he said it tried to go back down the toilet pipe, had to grab it by the tail to pull it out.
"Whoa,
Well, I would have just flushed 8 times.
damn
Dude,
iguana.
you can't flush
Can't
it. You-
flush it away.
Your pipes can't take the iguana. That's why it wasn't working effectively because you got iguana in the pipes.
Damn iguana."
Leroy doesn't believe this. He thinks it's a myth. He thinks the iguanas are roaming around the house and they're
This-
going for a swim
I
in the
chalked
toilet.
this right underneath the
Oh,
chupacabra
okay.
or whatever.
You don't believe it.
What?
He thinks it's a hoax. You did the same thing with Jaelan Phillips. You don't believe that iguanas are crawling through the pipes.
No.
Is it because you don't believe it or you don't want to believe it?
I don't want to believe it.
You might be sitting there.
No. You best
Whoa.
believe I give a little looky-loo every time. And look, whether it's real or not, I still look.
That is dangerous.
Stuntz uses much better than a snake in a toilet. That's true. Snakes are not fun.
How is she later for this hour?
She hobnobs, dude. That's what she's out here
There's
doing.
not anybody to hobnob with.
There's nobody here today.
They're in meetings.
10 minutes though.
She's
Someone's
talking
got
to
it.
somebody,
Mhm.
unless she's dealing with an iguana in the toilet.
Working on the
No.
newsletter. You think so?
Maybe.
I would have put it past this place.
Hard to say. This training camp report is sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Are you ready to level up your career game?
Yeah.
MDCPS Technical Colleges have got you covered. Choose from tons of programs, learn from top-notch certified instructors, and get real-world experience. The best part, you can graduate debt-free in just 1 to 2 years. Ready to make the move? Log on to careerinayear.com or call 305-558-8000. MDCPS Technical Colleges, your best choice for a brighter future. The offensive line. Yeah, we're gonna do little shifty shifts, put
There-
them
hold-
back into the.
hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
Before you start going through all this,
Yeah.
These shifts.
Yep.
every camp,
Mhm.
there's a lot of movement
Mm.
in the offensive line because they want to see
Ooh.
which crew works, how somebody can move around. So they do a lot of movement in the preseason and in camp. It's normal.
Well, the reason they're making shifty shifts is because their center is probably got a broken hand.
Okay. Again,
But anyway,
Right.
I want to get to this because
Okay.
I need football guy to tell me some football things here because I heard a football thing yesterday and I love it. I don't even know what it means, but I love it. But so Liam Eichenberg's now back at center, and apparently Jack Driscoll and Lester Cotton getting time at right guard. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is the plan with
All
Aaron Burr.
rise.
Oh,
11-11. Make a wish.
make a wish.
I wish you would have got here at 11:05.
Dude, people talk to me and they don't realize. And I try to walk away and I can't.
So Lester Cotton is he says that this offensive line is getting a message from their offensive line coach, Butch Barry.
Oh, manly.
Yeah, man, Butch.
It does sound very aggressive.
Here is Lester Cotton.
One thing when Butch first got here, one thing that he said that kind of stuck with me since he's been here was chop wood, carry water. So we just do the best that we can. We chop wood, and if stuff not going right, we carry water. Water is light when it ain't got nothing that you hold it on to. So that's our mindset. That's what we go with, and we just stick together. Like we just, whatever happens in the game, of course, the other guys, they get paid too, just like we do. So things gonna happen in the game where you might not like it, but we got to chop wood or carry water.
Hey.
What?
Yeah.
What are we doing? What's that? I think that's like a ninja training. I think I saw
That's
that.
not what that means.
Yeah, you got to hold buckets of water.
That's not what that means.
Yeah, it has to be.
No.
Ancient Chinese technique.
You know what carrying water means?
I mean, like you got to carry water for each other.
No.
That means
Town to town.
if I look a little plump in the
your
picture,
job.
Oh,
You carry your own water. Don't have somebody else have to carry your water.
Interesting.
So, for example, Denny used to say that.
Hold your own weight.
Yeah.
oh,
Denny used to say
carry
that.
water, chop wood.
And one day we had a guy give up a couple of sacks in the game. And so everybody put a gallon of water in front of his locker. So we're giving you your water back.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's what that means.
What about the chop wood?
Chop wood. Yeah. Come to work. You
Like a
come to put
lumberjack?
come to put a day's work in and carry your own water.
Interesting.
Right?
I like that.
And carry water. It has no meaning if you don't carry water.
Well, I thought you'd just get thirsty chopping the wood.
Got to carry
No,
water.
but his explanation, nice try. No.
What do you mean? His explanation
Of carrying the water? No.
he didn't say it right.
No,
Yeah.
it's chop wood, carry water.
I don't know, man.
But chop wood means you come do work, and the carry water is you carry your water. Don't have nobody else carrying your water.
Who knew? Apparently, Mike McDaniel's favorite philosopher has gone from Socrates to Butch Barry.
So, but that's what carrying water means. Carrying water means if everybody here's how the whole story goes, right? If everybody carries a cup of water and pours it into the bucket, we got a full bucket, right? And we can keep filling that bucket because everybody else is carrying a cup. If one person has to carry 5 cups, it becomes more difficult to fill that bucket.
Carlos V says chopping wood, carrying water. Pretty sure that was Mr. Miyagi training for Danielson.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
He did have the buckets of water,
That's
right,
what
to do
I'm
balance.
saying.
Didn't he have to do that?
You're getting the carry water, Leroy, but you're ignoring the chopping of the wood.
No, I'm not chopping the wood. Come to work.
Chop Robinson.
Oh,
Chop,
deep.
chop.
It's getting deep. Google says it's a Zen quote that means what we do on the outside should not change, even if we were to change on the inside.
And I'm more than sure that's what Butch Barry
I don't
meant.
like the way you
I don't
read
think
that.
Butch Barry knows
Yeah.
that. His name is Butch Barry.
That means they're going from the inside to the outside, even if your position changes.
I'm just surprised
from
Butch
tackle
Barry
to
speaks
guard.
above grumbles.
I tell you what,
Chop wood, carry water.
all offensive line coaches, very aggressive, except
Eat glass.
for Kurt
Ferentz
Ferentz.
seems like a very pleasant man.
He very pleasant. Like it was amazing. Everybody loved him. That's how he could keep that job for 20 plus years.
Dade South says Leroy carried water in those big ass shoulder pads like a camel.
Ooh.
Like a camel. Shoulder pads.
You do realize everybody's shoulder pads were that big, right? Yes, they were.
I don't know. You stood out.
I need a water break, Leroy, please.
2 humps.
Not a can of water.
Yeah, glad I could be the center of your amusement.
You need 1 yard in the desert, I'll give you 3.
And I'll quit your thirst. Like, what are you doing? That's some ice cold H2O right there.
Keep out of court.
That's some quality H2O.
Take a break back after this.
This hour.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. A Dan and Shay are bringing their Heartbreak on the Map tour to the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm on August 22nd. And we got a chance to win tickets. Just keep on listening to our show for details. This is a Live Nation show. If you guys want to go see Dan and Shay, keep on listening for that. Miami Dolphins on the practice field as we speak. He's still got Jaelan Phillips out there as he's tuning things up, and spoke to the media yesterday a little bit about his process of coming back. And here was a little bit of Jaelan Phillips. Has been trying to listen to everybody in this long rehab process.
Trying to take it day by day, trying not to get too ahead of myself. Obviously, I'm a high achiever, and I want to come back healthy as quick as possible. And so throughout this whole process, I've just been listening to my body, listening to my trainers, obviously, and it's been great so far. Been definitely been great.
Yeah, it's doing the sometimes you got to listen to your body, just like Mark Jackson said.
Not now, buddy.
Not now. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Tell you what, beating science right now, dude.
He is beating science. He's beating science.
Not yet.
He's beating science.
He's ahead of science
not-
right now. He's leading science.
Okay,
You got to admit.
You got to at least
Here,
admit that
let me-
there's-
let me-
He's up by
hold
15
on.
on science.
Hold on.
this is a Noah Lyles
Can I
of
just
science.
can I just make
100 meter?
one small point here to you two idiots?
Wow.
Tell me where he should be at this point.
Right now?
Yeah.
Where should
If he was
No.
behind science,
No,
or
no,
if
no,
he was
no,
neck and neck
no.
with science.
If he was on schedule,
Right.
where should he be?
Aquabike.
Doctors.
Oh, yeah, bike.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that ladder video? Right there.
Yeah.
Now I
Aquarobics.
should- Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Water polo.
Mhm.
And you know this why?
That's science.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's your science.
No,
That's not the
that's-
actual
that's-
science.
If you go to the regular schedule
No,
of
no, no,
science,
no, no.
Yeah.
but he's
Here.
ahead.
You're making these comments.
Almost lapped it.
How do you know he's not right on schedule where they think he should be?
Oh, well, you know he's a freak. He's a freak.
That
Head of schedule.
like the fact that I'm even entertaining these dumb conversations is funny.
Somebody gonna match his freak?
What?
Somebody gonna match his freak? Probably not.
But what about his nasty?
You seen him on those ladder drills?
Next step, orange jersey.
Oh,
Smeathan says it best.
Hmm?
Counterpoint: science is kicking Bradley Chubb's ass.
See that is that's true. That is
We don't hear much from him.
Point for Switcher.
Didn't help that Leroy's been fat shaming him already for a year. You.
Listen, periodically in life, right? You want to get in them 34s, but you know damn well you should be in 36s. That's all I'm saying.
I feel attacked.
You ain't wearing no 36s.
At one time it did.
Yeah, when you were what, 12?
12 pounds lighter, yes.
Jaelan Phillips, though, did say he cannot give.
I tell you what, we will advertise anything.
What are you talking about?
Mando, Lumi.
What is that? What's Mando?
Isn't that like body deodorant?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Remember
can
one
put-
time we
You
put
can
a
put it on your private parts. You can put it on the bottom of your feet.
True.
Whole
Like,
what?
body
how about-
deodorant?
How about?
I don't know if I like
I'm gonna
that.
just throw this out there, people. Wash your ass.
Yeah,
Just don't use the same.
we can't really talk though
And
because
your
we one
feet.
time tried to convince the company to allow us to advertise Rooballs.
Oh, yeah. yeah. No,
Okay.
like, no, it was
All right.
dude.
Everything's a little jokey joke. Isn't it?
No, hey, all I remember is Tobin coming in and saying, "Is this a thing? We got to get a hold of him." Right? Like so, like, we're like,
They were making change purses out of kangaroo scrotum.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes.
And you're like, we need a liner.
Yeah,
Now.
yeah.
How
How
great?
is that liner gone?
Good day, everyone.
15 minutes of heat brought to you by Rooballs.
Oh, yeah.
Got some change?
G'day, everyone.
Do something strange with your change.
That's a point.
That's good.
By the way, Adele came out. She supported Ray Gun.
That's what I said yesterday.
Yeah. Supported her
Effing
so much.
fantastic, she said.
She did say
Really?
that.
I told you, man. This
Literally
Reagan's
said
taking
this
over.
yesterday.
She took
This
over
was
so
my
much.
all
Olympics is banned from the next one.
Well, that is
I
the-
mean, the Olympics. Breakdancing is banned from the next
Is it
Olympics.
banned or they just not renew it?
They didn't renew it.
Baseball's coming back.
Yeah.
Is it?
So
Baseball,
basically,
flag
Ray
football.
Gun, what's her name? Ray Gun?
Yeah, Ray Gun.
She basically got a whole sport eliminated by her antics.
I don't think she did. I think she's the only. I think what they realized was, well, if the only thing people care about is her and she's the worst at it,
Right.
then should we really have a sport?
Right. Well, they do like, and here's what I can't understand.
She was so bad.
Okay. They didn't have that. I mean, they had that
Mhm.
and not baseball, which is definitely a world
I
sport.
think there was a year they didn't have wrestling. It's a lot of politics with that
Right.
stuff.
What's going on?
Anyway, here is Jaelan Phillips. He says, can't give an exact date on when he will be back.
You think?
We were just playing it by ear. I mean, this is the first time I've practiced with the boys in 8 months, so it's hard to give you an exact timeline or an exact date when I'm coming back. But all I know is that I feel great, and I trust my coaching staff, I trust the training staff to get me back into play when they feel like I'm ready.
See, like, here's the thing, though. When you're beating science, you can't tell science when you think you're going to be back.
For
Because
sure.
then all of a sudden, science then has a target date. So
Mhm.
that's the danger of timelines. You don't put a timeline so
Wait
you
a
can be ahead of
minute,
it.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying to you the whole time. There's no timeline.
Nah, but you've been making it seem like his timeline is. When you say no
Long.
timeline,
Yeah.
you're like, there's no timeline for his return. When really there's no timeline. Like you can't. It's all in tone. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't have the right tone. You
I
said-
still believe
No timeline.
after week 4,
There's no
the fourth
timeline.
game.
This doesn't sway you at all.
No, because
The practice.
Okay.
though.
jackasses,
Hmm.
they start the season playing 2 games in 4 days. He
Mm.
ain't playing in any one of those.
Start week 2. Because then he gets an extra long break.
Wow. Wait, and are we looking for starting? Because maybe he's just thrown into the rotation game 1. Gets a snap here and there.
Slow
Check
roll
out.
him.
Slow roll him.
Slow roll him.
Let Chop do his thing.
Yep.
Carry water or something.
I hate you guys. It's just like the only injury you bring to the table is dead foot, which still question your.
Dude, can I tell you the other day?
That's not dead foot, dude.
Can I tell you the other day?
Had a scare.
That's not when you sit down too long and you get up and your
No,
foot
but
sleep.
That's yeah. Well, that's not dead foot. Dead foot is when you stub your pinky toe so bad, and then the next day, dead.
Dead foot.
Is that
Do
what
you
happened
know-
to you this week?
I don't think you realize dead foot is a serious thing, and you've just said I stubbed my toe and got dead foot.
I
No,
know what dead foot
that's
is.
not.
I've had dead foot.
That's not. Pull up the definition of dead foot. He doesn't realize what dead foot is.
I've had dead foot.
No, you didn't.
I walked like this. Look. Walk like this. That's dead foot.
No. Can you
Wait.
get up and show us? Because
First
we
of
don't
all,
see it.
If you had dead foot, you'd be walking like this.
It was kind of like that, but it's
No.
inverted.
Wow.
It's inverted. So like you have it. It wasn't.
Oh,
It
so
wasn't
yeah,
an
yeah,
out drag. It
you-
was an in drag.
What? Switch the route.
Well, that's just the way that it bent. It was just like I couldn't bend the ankle all the way because it was shut down by the
Wow.
deadness of the foot.
Paralysis of the muscles involved in lifting the front part of the foot.
Yeah, I already know what dead foot is. I've seen it in fights before.
It's a nerve injury.
You can't. lift
Happened to
your
Michael
foot.
Chandler
you
one
can't
time.
do this. So if you have dead foot, you can't turn it that way,
That's how it worked.
Michael Chandler dead
dude.
foot.
You know. Okay, Kaiser Sose. That's how
Whoa.
you fuck with dead foot.
Michael Chandler got dead foot in a Brad Primus fight.
Yeah, that's
One
what
of his
it said.
last one of his
bizarre foot injury. I don't want to see it though. He's like holding his. Oh, he's very, very. He's in. A lot
I'm
of
telling
pain.
you. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh my god.
So like I just respectfully, I know you have more injuries.
Take him to the
I'm
hospital.
telling
I know you have more injuries
I'm
than me.
telling you. You
I had
you're
dead
ba-
foot.
You're basically making it sound like you walked around like Kaiser Sose. You put
How
your ring
bad?
on. You put your watch on.
It
And
lasted for a good 3 days.
How bad did you stub your toe?
Bad, dude.
What are you,
Bad.
You're
okay.
kicking for
Let
stingrays.
me tell you.
in your
Hold on.
home? What are you doing?
This is how you know that you really stubbed your toe.
Hmm?
Did you almost pee on yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Then you have dead foot.
No, but it was. I told me. Okay, this is the thing that annoys me. It's not like it was.
Annoys me. Not the
You-
fact
'cause
that you're coming up with something that
You're
you
making
don't
light of
have.
my. You're making light of my suffering, and I don't think it's very nice.
No, I'm making light of your dead foot because you didn't.
I
Have
had dead foot.
You didn't have dead foot.
Dude. It
You
was,
didn't have dead foot.
It was. All right. So crush.
First of all, We're not on Looney Tunes. Like injuries don't make.
I'm gonna do this for the hand because it's hard for the camera for my audience.
Injuries don't make cartoon
but
noises.
Here was wall, pinky toe. Almost wanted to pee on myself. Little tear in the eye. Then I did the silent scream into the carpet.
Oh, so you are? Oh, you fell all
Oh, dude, yeah, it was bad.
He was on the ground.
But then Leroy, you know how they always say, like adrenaline will get you through the game, right? Like that's so through the day I was in pain, but I got through.
Not if you have dead foot. That's immediate injury.
No, it's not. No,
yes,
it's not.
it is.
No, it's not.
You
No,
don't
it's not.
get delayed dead foot.
Yes, you do.
Delayed.
Yes, you do.
You got to give it time to die.
You've never heard of
Leroy.
delayed nerve damage? That's what happened. And so then the
That
next
is a
day I woke
thing.
up. I'm walking like this.
Wow, dude, you're the worst. I mean, I don't understand.
Are you making that
Like,
noise?
do you even understand what a real injury is?
I had it.
No, you didn't. So that is what you brought to the table. Dead foot. Dead foot. That's what you bring to
Stun Steve is bringing up an old one that I had too, of course.
What's that?
Hashtag Tobin Strong. That's when I had twisted testicle.
Oh,
That was bad.
That's
the.
rough.
That's a different thing.
That's a
That's
thing?
a man problem.
Say that
It was a bad injury though.
Huh?
You can't dismiss it. It was a bad
No,
injury.
I'm not. I never said nothing about that. I was like, ooh, that must have hurt.
So don't tell me I don't
but
know
you
about
did
rehab.
have dead foot.
I don't think I can Google.
Well, I
that.
didn't beat science though.
Huh?
Jaelan Phillips beat science. That's why I'm impressed.
No. Okay, you didn't. Yes. Greg Oden of Reporters.
Broken pinky.
It's tough.
What'd you see? Did you just hit yourself?
Said you could have used the root bag.
I could have. He's right. You think Rooballs.com is still open?
I don't know.
I'm
You should
afraid
check
of
it
you.
out.
I'd like
Googling
to,
that
but my
right now.
computer just rebooted.
Take a break. Back up to this.
Oh,
back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Oh, thanks for joining us, guys.
Hey, no problem. We were over there doing the show with Marcos.
Oh, the one that says when we're back from break?
Yeah, Mr. Deadfoot.
He actually doesn't tell you when we're back.
He
from
doesn't
break.
tell you back.
He doesn't.
Talk to me.
Man, you see the deflectors of blame?
I do see.
Like they almost should
You
have.
say nothing.
They
You
should
just
have.
continue talking to us.
They should have their own like little superhero duo, Marcos. The deflectors of blame.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on, let's see.
Not like old accountable Tobes.
It's not me. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get to damage is done, my friend.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have read the rundown.
All right.
so
Well,
sorry.
now I'm mad at you.
Oh,
You
no,
just
it's my
lost an
fault.
ally.
Come on.
You now lost. You know, you should have told him when we were coming back from break. Why don't you do some producing?
Oh, wow.
Why don't you do
You
some
see how quickly he
producing?
turns on you?
Crazy. If they're the deflectors, what am I? I'm not even in their group.
Well, I'm disappointed because I pride myself on my parody songs.
Oh.
And I think it's time to retire. I
Oh
think the damage has been done.
my God.
What happened?
I need to know
Because there's a new king in town. There's a new sheriff in town, and this guy is Seth, the Super Colts fan.
why. Oh,
And-
God.
What damage is done, my friend? That's so bad.
What do you mean?
Are you really gonna play that?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
I thought it was art.
It's just like Reagan. You got to bow to greatness sometimes.
He thought he was putting out there.
Sure did.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Broncos. Let's show them who the real horse is. This is our team. Go Colts!
Yeah.
It's the nay for me. It's the nay.
You think that was that blue chew?
The horseshoe blue chew.
Mhm.
That's a show pony right there.
Mhm.
If he wants to go use my promo code, he gets a month free.
Exactly.
This is very interesting. He had something specifically against the Broncos. He wants to show them who the true horse is.
I think the Broncos. I think it's a game week specific song.
Oh, so we're gonna get more of these potentially.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I don't
this
know if
is
anybody
it.
will be that great though, because you when you prove who the real horse is.
That's good.
But yeah, the damage is done. I can't do it anymore.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
fair.
like what's the point when it's kind
damage is done,
of
my
like you
friend.
just got to bow out. Like, all right, this guy's he's owned the game.
Yep.
In comparison to this, Finn's heaven is nothing. It's nothing.
It was a good run.
It was a good run.
It was a good run on your part, but sometimes someone comes and you realize they're just better, dude. They're just better. That's impressive.
Leroy,
Damage is done, my
what damage is done for you?
I actually have two of them,
Whoa.
both centered around the
Dog boy?
Olympics.
Oh, thank God.
Ray gun,
Oh.
you single-handedly got a sport eliminated from the Olympics,
I don't like this.
Wow.
right? And
I'm
two,
gonna be faulted for this.
well, the damage is done. She can't you don't have to worry about being in the next
Damage
Olympics.
is
If
done.
They don't
anything,
even
she
have your
brought- if
sport
anything,
anymore.
She brought light to it.
How bad the event was?
No, there was
No.
a lot of good ones.
No. And here's the other one.
Hmm?
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out if Jordan Childs got the bronze or not.
She does not have the bronze right now.
What
Wow.
in the what?
She's in appeals process.
Wow.
Like, I've never heard anything like that. Because I know in any other sport, they send out a 2-minute report, and then it's followed by them's the breaks.
Yeah, but this
are
was
bad.
This was a 4-day later appeal, so like this stuff takes a little bit.
No. I think they already said no.
No, I know, but when they first took it back, like the first time it came back, it was like 4 days later after the appeal.
Again, the damage is already done. Once you take, once you
Damage
come back
is
and take,
done.
so every sport you can do that in the Olympics.
I don't know.
What if they did that with Noah Lyles and they go, oh, you know what?
I wouldn't be
Different
surprised if
angle.
Jamaica did try to do that.
Right? No, that's not sports. That's not sports. If you screw up, you screw up. You move on. Right? Just eat it. Now all of a sudden you're fixing it? No, garbage.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's the kangaroo.
Crouching tiger, hidden dragon.
That is strange.
She's great.
That's the roof.
Damage is done.
I hope she says
She would have been better off if she tried to break dance with a real kangaroo.
Hey, you
Or
just
like
invented a new sport.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
You know how there's like a horse on a stick?
I'll watch that.
Kangaroo on a stick.
You know. By the way, guess what I watched on TV the other day?
What did you watch?
What's the little thing with the horse?
Show Pony.
No, it's called something. What is it called? The horse with on the broomstick where people run around. What is it called?
That's a
Somebody-
sport?
The
That's
horse
a
on
sport.
It's a
yes!
sport.
Oh,
When they jump over
yeah.
stuff.
That's so bad.
That's right.
They jump over stuff like real horses.
Yeah,
It's
Gates and
I've
everything.
never
It
seen
is
what you're
I
talking
saw
about.
it on TV. Hold
Yes,
on.
they-
The hobby horse. The hobby horse jumping. Dude, hold on. Let me find this. I was flicking through the channels and I'm like, you have to be kidding me.
This was on ESPN?
Was it on the Ocho?
No, I don't remember where I saw it.
I
Hobby
don't remember
horse.
either.
Pull it up. Hobby horse.
Why are you telling me to pull it up? You just said you were pulling it up.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna see, which I questioned definitely, but nah, let it happen.
J Fig, what do you got for damages done?
Actually, Marcos, I want you to go. I'm trying to recover some footage.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
Okay.
My damage is done. Goes to science, dude.
What?
Damage is done.
Leroy told me, and everyone told me, Jaelan Phillips would be out for a year.
Yep.
He wouldn't return until week 4, week 5, week 6. I was nervous. I was scared when we lost Christian Wilkins, and I thought I'd never see Jaelan Phillips again. The timeline that I was given when he was injured, irrelevant now because this man has beaten science. Therefore, the damage is done.
Damage is done.
I will never trust timelines again. I will continue to wrongfully believe that all athletes in South Florida weather recover much faster than every other one.
Wow.
Are you
Leroy is showing me right now the Finnish Hobby Horse Championships.
Oh.
Can you get to the sport though? Like I just see like a bunch of B-roll.
No.
That should be the dartboard.
Is that them?
Just for Tobin.
Usually when they hop around there's like different things there.
I gotta tell you though, it's kind of hard. Like you gotta
Hard?
It's kind of hard. Like they're jumping up high. You gotta give them some respect on that. These ladies
No,
got
but
hops.
There's also one where there's none of that kind of jumping.
Well, the Finnish Championships does not look easy.
That's so embarrassing.
Damage is done, Leroy. You thought you were gonna convince
It's
him
ridiculous.
that this wasn't a sport? Tobin's interested.
Damage is done.
Breaking is stupider than this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Agreed. Wait.
And so is air rifle shooting. Like if you told me that this was an actual Olympic sport, I'd buy it. It's pretty hard.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
You think it's pretty hard?
Dude, they're getting up there. I'm telling you. Like I'm watching some of these
It's
jumps.
kind of what? There's crying and hobby horsing?
Of course.
Crying?
She's crying.
Why is she crying?
And one girl's petting her horse. It's a fake horse. What are you doing?
Petting it?
Yes.
No.
She was walking up petting the damn horse.
There's no
Get
way.
yourself on camera.
The Hobby Horse Championship.
Hold on. What happened over here?
I don't know.
Getting crazy over there, man.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what.
What? Your computer shut
That's-
down again?
No, when it reset, it made me have to put everything back in.
So jealous that this guy's a Dolphins fan.
The Hobby Horse Championships.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how was she petting the horse? I want to see.
She had the stick with the horse head, and she
Yeah.
was going like this.
When she won or something?
Typically, how like you would pet Scooby, she's petting the horse.
Yeah.
That's
You know
how.
what? At least Scooby's alive. And
That's
has a
kind of my.
That's
point,
my
though. That's
point!
my point,
Okay.
J-Fig. Like you're asking, like how is she petting it? Like she pets it like if it was a real horse.
Very.
I wonder
very
how did that all come about? Like
Someone.
Are
Are
one
you
day
talking
was
about
like-
stupid events?
I think your answer is Finland.
really?
Someone decided we should make this. a
It's,
sport.
I'll tell you what,
It's daytime, 24 hours. It got to be.
Would you make fun of it if you saw Barkov in the crowd?
Yes, I'd make
Yeah.
fun of him.
Why?
Yes, I would.
What if he got really insulted? What if he started crying?
No.
What if Barkov had a hobby horse on a hockey stick?
No,
No, to me, the
I'd make
peak,
fun of him.
the peak would be seeing Joker out there. Like I bet on every horse.
That's a good one.
If you had to bet, like Joker's probably got like a horse bedspread, right?
Yeah, I'd definitely say he has like a little cowboy hat when you go home.
If I picture like his Serbian mansion, I picture like the horse walks in from the stable, like he can go right into his room.
It's big enough. He has enough money at this point.
Of course.
I saw that his horse won as well. Like,
You know he's so tired. Like his brothers are forcing him to keep playing. He's just like, but I want to be with horse.
you know why he has to cover their gambling debt.
Wouldn't it be great if like Nikola Jokic just came out this year and just is like, I retire from basketball. I just want to be with horse.
I mean, would you be shocked?
No,
Right.
but like if he really just truly told you, he goes, I've done everything there is to do. I've taken my country, we've medaled for the first time.
Right.
I've won a championship. I have enough money to live like a king in Serbia with my horses forever. I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
I mean, he can retire right now and have a better career than a lot of people have ever had.
Of course, 3-time MVP.
He'd be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Absolutely.
Just live with horses.
Like that goes to show you right there. You remember what everybody said about him? Too slow. He not so everything is immeasurable.
Famously drafted during a Taco Bell commercial.
Right. He was the second round.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So that goes to show you right there.
What a steal.
Like, watch him play basketball. Watch him play football. Watch him play baseball. Get more of your decision and evaluation based on how they actually play the game.
Do you think that he's like the only guy that gets stressed out when they come to him with an extension?
No,
He's like
8 more years.
Joker, we want to give you a $400 million 5-year max. Oh,
5 years.
and then the brothers are behind him. He goes, "You sign. You sign."
He gets bullied by them.
He's just like, you just see like the brother with the neck tats is just like pounding his fist. You sign now. 5 more years.
They did pick him up like a baby when he won his championship.
No, that big brother
That was
is
strange.
terrifying.
It's great.
Because I don't care how big Joker is.
Yeah.
He's probably picked him up since he was a little child.
Yeah, same way the whole time. Leroy, you're gone. Leroy, you're back.
I was telling her to switch me, but there, because I'm back to.
It's good to see you.
Yeah,
nice, man.
I'm glad that it cooperated.
Multiple angles of Leroy.
Yeah.
Take a break. Back after this.
Join
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Hour 3 of the show. What's going on? So, Marcos, we're trying to just to give some clarity to, I know, because we're getting hit up with this a lot. We just switched back channels on our podcasts, and so we were having some issues for it loading up on the Odyssey app and some other platforms. I think Apple it's working, but if you guys are podcast listeners and you happen to be streaming us, I think on the Odyssey app it's having some issues right now. We're trying to get it all worked out. For right now, I'd say, while we're awaiting this, hopefully we can get this fixed soon. But we also, of course, you can watch the whole show on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. And until then, yell at Frog Boy. Fix it, dude. Fix it. Fix the podcast. You sit here and you talk left and right about, first of all, you ruined your wife's birthday with the makeup. You ruined her birthday. And now, all of a sudden, you ruined our podcast.
I'm sorry. It's just the Olympics.
You didn't take the tutorials.
I didn't. I skipped them.
Man. But Stun Steve says, where are the hobnobbers? Where do you think the hobnobbers are, dude? They're out there hobnobbing.
There's no one in the building.
There's nobody here.
How
And
does this
all they
happen?
just did, they take journeys. This Leroy and Jay thing. They're gone all the time.
His name was in the show. Like, how could they not know? It's like, you got to be weary of the time. It's top of the hour.
There's no, and you know what they're gonna do?
Yeah.
What do you think the deflectors do? They'll deflect.
Why didn't you tell me? You didn't tell me.
I was talking to such and such. I was here, and there I was. I didn't know we had a radio show. What were we doing? I didn't even realize. Where were you?
Strolling on in.
Would you? Oh, you didn't want to use the close one?
No.
Don't trust
I
it?
always go all the way down.
Oh, that's nice.
I just went all the way down. So, can we have another damages done?
Sure.
Oh, it's rough.
This damages done is a special shout out to the school board of Broward County.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Now, let me set this up. Because if you have a child in Broward County schools,
yep,
you get a text message, a call, a voicemail every day.
Email.
That consumes your phone, your text, everything. And you get these every other day.
Yep.
Long ones. And if you hang up and don't listen to it, they call another number. So it either goes through your house, your home phone, your spouse's phone, whatever. You getting this damn phone call.
Right.
You're scared to cancel and say, stop calling me because you don't want to miss nothing important.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say this. All the powers that be that try to inform us of every single thing that's going on, nobody sat in the room and said, first day of school, we got a couple of new things. Y'all might want to come a little bit early.
Mm.
Nobody even suggested this. How smoothly did you think this was going to work? And then after the fact, we apologize. Woo! We didn't know
Missed
that
the
it was
mark.
going to. Right. It is absurd how these people that want to inform you of everything don't inform you of the most important stuff. Like, hey, you have a school with 3,500 kids. They all have to walk through this cubicle that is a metal detector. Might want to come a little bit early. No. College educated. Nobody ever thought of this.
Technically, though, if you told everybody to be early, they'll all be there at the same time.
But they would start school on time.
Yeah, first day.
Okay. But again, if you are a person that is leading the way, this never came up. Hey, excuse me. As we're sitting here getting ready to send this email or text out, hey, boss, you think we should call them and send a message that come early? Because it seems like a lot of kids going to be going through a tight
Went
space.
smooth today, though. Yeah, like I think I saw reports that it was going okay today.
Yeah, once they got the message, come early.
Wow, one little hiccup.
One little hiccup.
First day.
Let me tell you something. Don't send me all these damn emails text messages or phone calls if you ain't got your stuff together and send important stuff. I'm tired of it.
What did you want the message to say?
Hey, good evening, Broward School Board, parents and teachers.
I'm going to tell you immediately when I hear that, click.
They just keep calling your numbers, though.
No, they don't. Not mine.
Good evening, Broward School families and teachers. Okay. We have a lot of new things that we're doing for the start of the school year. Might we suggest you come 20 to 25 minutes early because of the metal detectors? You have a lot of students going through one specific area. Might want to come a little bit early. Thank you. Boop! In the message. 12 seconds. A minute and a half, 2-minute message every time you call.
Sounds like Broward County should take a message from Jaelan Phillips and get ahead of schedule.
Oh, that's right. Beat science.
Beat something.
Oh.
Have a clue. It is the dumbest situation to go through on the first day of school. Would you agree? With all the messages and texts and phone calls they send you, that never came up? Oh, my goodness. Give me a break.
Did you have to you had to wait longer for this thing or something?
There were kids turning kids turning away from school and just going back home.
Oh, yeah?
It was, the little area. Wait, the little area I live in.
Like metal detector?
That's one street.
Going on.
Yeah. You couldn't go down that street. It was so much traffic.
Crazy. Although kids will take any excuse to skip school.
That's
the first day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just like, who should know the most about how this situation is going to play out other than the person sending all these messages? Educators, you were supposed to be on top of everything. Nope. Welcome to America.
Chavez says most parents wouldn't even listen to that message.
You don't have a choice, dude. I'm telling you.
There's no way you're telling me. Telling me if you automatically hang up that they'll call you back.
They call on another number or they send a text.
Okay, so what you're saying is that
you can't avoid the message.
Yes, you can.
You go. Here's what they do. They call. If I hang up, right, they will literally call right on the house phone. If I go hang that up, they'll call my wife.
Well, they're gonna call.
Then
they'll probably call all those numbers regardless, even if you listen.
You think
to it.
so?
Yeah. 100%.
No.
Yes.
Try it.
Okay, I'll try it. But I'm just getting ready to tell you, right? And you're scared because you don't want to miss nothing important because things happen. You need to know.
Dade South says they hired the same security as Copa America, except there's no kids just sneaking through vents to get to school.
I'm like, well, they ain't sneaking in.
No kid is gonna be like, oh, I gotta get into school.
Gotta get in.
Got to.
But I'm always amazed at how sometimes the people that have the power are the people that are like this never came up.
Lack of preparation shouldn't happen as much as it seems.
Right. Exactly.
It was one day, though.
But that's not the point. You had all summer to prepare for this. They're the adults. It's mind-boggling. Then they send out a message after the fact. Too late. Damage is done. So bad. I'm telling you, it's mind-blowing how many people want power, and when they have the power, they don't know what to do.
Indian Ross says, who doesn't have the sense to show up early on the first day?
I don't know what that's.
No, but no, they would have had to come really early. You would have had to come 15, maybe a half an hour early. Because you imagine, they have like 3,500, 4,000 kids. They're all going through metal detectors.
Yep.
That's a backup. Somebody should have maybe suggested that. Maybe that message should have been like, hey guys, like.
The adults aren't waiting, though, just the kids, right? Like it doesn't affect the carpool.
Well,
right?
because it doesn't affect.
I'm
dude, I have one line in, one line out to my area, and that school is right there. So imagine how backed up the whole area got.
That sucks. Adults having to be in line, nah. Kids be in line, it builds character.
Can't really talk about him being early though, because he's already ruining everybody's day by ruining makeup.
No.
So like he's causing people to be late left and right.
And Jennifer, you can't laugh.
She works from
I'm
home.
trying to think. When was the last time you came before 10? Yep.
This isn't about me. This is about Broward schools. Let's chill.
To be honest, this is really all a big deflection from Leroy coming late from the bathroom. This is all just
the
a true big deflection.
bathroom. There's certain things that take precedence over other things.
And he won't use the host bathroom. He doesn't trust it.
That's what. Yeah, I had to go all the way over there too.
Dude, let me explain something to you.
It's known as Dan.
My whole system
Yeah.
doesn't work properly when I'm always fearing that somebody's gonna walk through the door.
You know that happened to me this weekend.
Whoa!
Somebody walked in on you?
Yeah.
Here?
Thankfully, I was already like done.
Oh.
No, at a restaurant.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You didn't lock the door?
I did.
How did?
Oh, it
what
just-
did
it
That's
wasn't-
why I have trust issues.
Oh, that's why.
Don't you guys have stall? Oh, so it was like a non-stall one. It was just one toilet.
Just one toilet.
Yeah, the
No,
bathroom was
no.
there
There
was
was
stalls?
multiple stalls. My door was closed, and that if like I'm here like grabbing my stuff to like go out the door because I was already done, and this girl, she just opens the door all casual. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
It's not possible.
Dang.
You don't knock? Like,
Yeah.
yo,
Do you not
just
knock?
go in?
Willy-nilly.
Like,
You
yeah.
don't check for feet.
Yeah, right. You got to check.
That's
see if someone's
creepy
there.
though.
Yeah.
If you
I mean, I
sit,
check for
Is it
feet.
cre-
if you
is
had
it-
it and you look
is it-
underneath and you see a face
is it
looking
creep-
up underneath,
Is it creepier for me walking in? You can
I
do
mean,
it.
dudes do it different.
Mm.
Dudes do it different. You don't just walk in, you knock. That's the last thing
Yeah.
you want to see.
You know what's creepy about a men's restroom? I heard this story this weekend. My nephew, who is now like 7, apparently when he was 4, he didn't know the word occupied, so he said a different word. He finally revealed to us that he was in a stall and someone attempted to come in and open the door, and instead of saying occupied, he said the word that he thought.
Octopus?
Nope.
Porcupine.
Decapitated. So
close.
Which is like, I can understand where, he made that mistake as a kid who didn't know the word. But then I'm thinking in retrospect, that guy, like, is like, one time I tried to use the bathroom and a little child's voice went, decapitated.
No wonder he was.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Scary.
Leroy, give us a weather update from the
Sure
Demesman
can.
and Dover Law Firm. Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultation 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Jennifer makes it really hard to do weather because she
There's an open window
rolls
right
down the
there.
window.
Okay.
It wasn't an open window.
I
Right?
do my thing.
Fix
The window I want to use, you do your thing. All right. We got
Wow,
a nice
I
little
did this
breeze
to
coming out of the
benefit him.
southeast at about, I think it's about 10 miles an hour. And maybe gusts a little bit higher, but that's it. Folks, I don't know how else to put this. It is hot as hell out there. It's hot. When the heat index is over 100, 105, somewhere in there. And the actual temperature is probably at 95 plus degrees. And you're probably going to get a nice little shower out west in the evening because I'm looking at these clouds. They're not moving. The wind's not blowing hard enough to get everything out over the Everglades. So that means it's going to camp out west. That's it. There you go.
Yeah, you close that window.
Weather update. Leroy Horde. Well done by him.
He's throwing in heat index now.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
He's mixing it up. He's mixing it up in the summer,
What happened?
I mean, you can only say it's hot as hell with the chance of showers for so long. That's why Leroy gives you the more deets.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys know what happens with this weather.
Yep.
So don't act like all of a sudden it's a mystery. I got. Ooh. Launch anyway.
We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
Whoa!
We're talking chili peppers.
We got some action.
Leroy wants some big action for the season. Wants some big local action for the season.
Here's what I got.
yeah.
Here's what I got.
Yeah, let me know.
I backed down from one of them because I don't like that.
Back down.
Tua MVP.
Tua MVP, which by the way, Tyreek Hill said in his interview yesterday, he said he's picking Tua for MVP this year.
That's not a bad.
Listen. I enjoy more than anything people getting an opportunity to shut people the hell up.
Yep.
And for some reason with athletes, the time frame in which you have to be successful has gotten shorter and shorter and shorter, right? This is not a situation of the Jordan Love situation where, yeah, he should be good. He sat for 3 years, right? Or even Aaron Rodgers, right? Or even Patrick Mahomes. He got to sit and watch a 13-3 team. This is not what happens in football now. Now you go to a crappy team because you're getting drafted in the top 5. And then the next thing you know, you're expected to turn that team around right away. And if you don't, then you get all the blame. So I enjoy watching the process, especially if a young man has his head screwed on right, and Tua does, and is able to withstand the nonsense coming both from his organization and the people outside of it and still get through it. I'm going to tell you right now, all you people, and I'm talking about you, frog boy, who had no faith and didn't believe Tua could grow and thought this was the best version you could get, and he's not going to get better. I'm going to tell you this.
You're the one not picking him.
Don't come back at the end of the year and go, well, I want him to do well. I'm a Dolphins fan. Kick rocks.
Well, I think you're confusing. He started off by saying not picking. He's not. He's going to pick Tua.
Oh, what?
He's not picking another team. We'll tell you about that one. He has a second local bet.
What?
Right.
But right now,
I thought you said no to MVP. He's saying yes?
No.
MVP.
Yes.
So here's the MVP odds.
Okay.
Right.
Tua is plus 2,500 to win MVP this
Yep.
year. Okay. That's chili pepper.
Chili pepper.
And it's pretty far down the list.
That's worth my
Yep.
time.
It's pretty far down the list.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes overwhelming favorite, plus 500.
No way he's going to win.
Joe Burrow,
Oh, could be one.
plus 900.
No, I wouldn't bet him.
the
Wait,
media
you want to
likes
talk
him.
about being injury prone?
I know.
You want to talk about being injury prone?
True.
Everybody talking about Tua? Go look at how many games Joe Burrow has played.
Joe Burrow. I think they've played the same amount in their career.
Okay.
Josh Allen, also plus 900.
No, yeah.
And then CJ Stroud,
That's a
plus 1,000. That's the hot pick.
That's the hot
A lot
pick.
of weapons.
That's a hot pick.
A lot of weapons.
That's too. No. 10-1 odds is not good enough for me. I need
not juicy enough.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson,
Oh.
he's 5th with plus 1,200.
And that's only because
That's voter fatigue.
voter fatigue.
True.
But let me explain another reason why. Because
He does it again.
now,
That'd be crazy.
if he has the same exact year, they won't give it to him.
No.
Because he didn't win in the postseason the year before.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
He would
But
have
that's
to
how
have,
people vote.
he would have to have a perfect season. I'm not even kidding. He would have to be it would have to be a 17-0 season for them.
Because if they
to give it to Lamar
they go
Jackson.
14-3, 13-4 or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, right? They're gonna say, well, we need to see what he does in the playoffs, which is unfair, but that's like it's crazy.
6th, Jordan Love.
Jesus,
No,
plus 1,400.
He's been playing quarterback for 12 seconds.
Well, he's
Right. Is that unbelievable?
Then Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert having way better odds than Tua.
What is going on?
Justin Herbert having better odds for Tua to win MVP. Is
Chris
pretty crazy.
Sims
He's
this list?
like here. I think just with the talent they have had the last few years, they should have been more competitive for the that division.
Yeah.
Just with the talent.
For sure.
Okay. But their coach was a little
Their coach sucked.
right.
Their coach sucked. They have a good coach now.
Now here's the problem.
They're going to run the hell of the football.
But now they're going to run it. But now they don't have the defense that they've had the last. Like, they lost a lot of guys. Their offensive skill positions are not as good as they've been, right? And so now, even though the coach is better, now you might not have the same tools that you had before.
Talk about the Chargers, dude. Like, who do they have?
Dude, all I'm telling you is this.
I literally don't know who they have.
All I know is it's going to look day and night regardless of who they have.
They have the worst Bosa.
And I would say this, that they have a chance of winning the division just based on how Kansas City does things, right? Don't mean that, listen, it doesn't mean that Kansas City can't win a Super Bowl again. They've proven they can win.
Division.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying that based on where they are, like I said it last year. Remember I said last year, I think, the Chargers are going to compete for that division. I was wrong because they had that coach, that guy who
not good.
Right.
Well, yeah, but here's the other thing with Justin Herbert, to be honest with you, that also doesn't get mentioned with him. He's got plantar fasciitis. Like, we don't know if he's even going to be healthy for the first week of the season.
Right. Well, no, like, it's funny. It's funny how a lot of these injuries and boo-boos and bumps or whatever don't seem to follow them like it followed Tua.
Brock Purdy is after Herbert, plus 1,600.
What are we even doing here?
Jalen Hurts also plus 1,600, as is Dak Prescott at plus 1,600.
So every quarterback with a name is about to.
No, right. But I would say this. I would say Dak is another guy that's going to put up the numbers. They won't give it to him because of their owner. Just because they're tired of like the talk. And
he was leading at some points last year. The MVP race, that's the thing. The NFL MVP race is a fascinating one because the odds fluctuate like crazy. Last year at 1.2 was the odds-on favorite.
Right.
And then it's switched to Tyreek Hill past him in odds, which is I think one of the things that, like, him and Brock Purdy have one thing on here that does affect them, in that they have 2 star players that will take away, I think, votes from them. I don't think that a wide receiver will ever win, but it became a discussion last year's, well, is it Tyreek or Tua? Should it go to Tyreek? Should we ever give it to a wide receiver? Because if any wide receiver was going to win it, like a guy who flirted with 2,000 yards, man, I love Tua. But
when was the last? Did Jerry Rice win it?
I don't know if a wide receiver's won.
I don't know if a wide receiver's won it. I know running back has. Has a wide receiver won the MVP?
I don't think it has, because I think we
wide
talked about this
receiver
last
never
year.
won.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever won.
Wow.
Right. You know why? You know why wide receiver can't win?
Because the quarterback.
Right.
Because the quarterback.
Exactly.
But Tua's the only guy of these guys who
Because
has
of what they think about Tua.
Yeah.
Right. That they would give it to Tyreek Hill. He could throw for 5,500 yards. And Tyreek could have 1,900 yards and 15 touchdowns, and they give it to Tyreek.
All right. So Aaron Rodgers is plus 2,000.
Oh, we're still going? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
So Aaron Rodgers plus 2,000.
Yep.
Get out of here, dude.
Can I bet against that?
This is half of the league.
Can you bet against him not
Yeah,
winning MVP?
yeah.
I don't think that's a bet.
I don't think that's
a bet. I don't think you get very good odds on that if he's plus 2,000.
I tell you who's not gonna win.
Matthew Stafford is plus 2,000.
What are we still doing?
He's good. I could see that.
And then we get to Tua.
But my
are the
thing
Rams
is
gonna do?
thing is, at some point,
Who made these odds?
at some point, when you talk about a person's career and what they have the ability to do, there should be a born-on date of how far you can go back. And with Aaron Rodgers, we just go back throughout his whole history as a quarterback, and we just eliminate what happened the last couple of years. So that's what, Vlad does.
Is that tasty enough for you to bet on, though?
What?
Plus 2,500.
Yeah, I told you I am.
Okay.
I said the only reason why I wouldn't on my other one is because I don't like the odds.
Tyreek Hill is plus 10,000 on the outside. If you want to just throw a little something, if you do think he's going to make history,
Little chili pepper.
little chili
just
pepper.
just a
Why not?
teeny
You
weeny.
know, there's a little fly.
Yeah.
Just a little something. McCaffrey is plus 5,000. He's the only other position player that's on this list.
McCaffrey could do it because he is basically
Nah, he's on the Madden cover. He's done.
Puka Nakua
Oh. No way. A wide receiver who's not Tyreek is going to win it?
plus 20,000.
he would have a hard time winning just with who's on his team.
I'll put $10 on that.
Same odds as Ryan Tannehill. Who's also on this list.
Why is Ryan Tannehill?
Why he's just on the list. If Ryan Tannehill were to sign with the team and become MVP, if you were in the Tannehill family, he has the same odds as Puka Nakua.
That's good.
Has Ryan Tannehill ever thrown for over 4,500 yards?
You're
No.
rational, dude.
Travis Kelce, surprisingly, is worse odds than Ryan Tannehill.
Wow.
He should.
Plus
A
25,000.
tight end?
No, but he's Kelsey.
Kelce, though, famous.
See what I mean? You're doing the same thing they're doing.
Am I? No, well,
Your opinion has nothing to do about football.
I understand, but that's a bit. But Leroy, you laugh at that, but narrative has a big play in the odds.
Which
it does.
It has a big play in the odds, but it shouldn't have anything to do with the decision.
I understand,
and
that.
that's why I say I hate this crap.
I understand, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but I am telling
Right.
you, like that. We watched this last year happen.
I know, because like if you bet two, you might as well put a little chili pepper on Tyreek. Because if Tyreek has a year, they're gonna do everything they can not to give it to Tua, because then that would mean they're admitting that they were wrong. Right?
But better odds. Like if I did throw a chili pepper on Tyreek, too.
You can throw a chili pepper. I might throw a little. I mean, you know what I might do?
Hmm?
I might sprinkle a little Tabasco on it.
Oh.
Like I'm not gonna commit a whole chili pepper. I'm not gonna commit a whole chili pepper, but I'll sprinkle some.
Indian Ross says, "Do we miss the Jags QB?" Trevor Lawrence has the same odds as Tua, plus 2,500.
Yeah.
QBs above them: Anthony Richardson plus 3,500, Kirk Cousins at plus 3,500, and then Kyler Murray plus 5,000.
Kyler Murray could be plus 20,000.
Deshaun Watson, by the way, is plus 6,600.
What?
It's a very strange odd number, yeah.
And part of the reason why is because if they have any success, it's because he doesn't have to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When you talk about it's hard, that's what makes the Lamar thing so hard to grasp, because usually their defense is so good, he has to just play a style of football not to give any freebies away. Right? And
I'm sneaky excited to watch that team though.
Who?
Like I don't want to face them in the playoffs.
Baltimore?
Yeah.
They're always good.
I just don't like that. You want to just talk about clash of styles, because I know the Dolphins are trying this bully thing, but like
no,
they got.
We have their guy now, though.
I understand, and by the way,
guy,
I love Anthony Weaver.
Yeah.
However, and they lost their defensive coordinator. They lost a lot on the defensive staff.
Yeah.
Now they got Derrick Henry with Lamar Jackson.
Oh, that's crazy.
Derrick Henry doesn't seem like he
Can you
ages.
understand? I don't think
Smith
people understand.
Doesn't age.
Hey,
Lewis Hamilton.
just imagine if Gronk was the running back.
That's not his name, is it?
That's the same dude. He's 250, but could run.
Crazy.
Do you not understand?
Kyle Hamilton.
That's 30 pounds heavier than I was.
Oof. We'll take a break. Mix things up. Coming up next. Oh, what's going on, guys? We've been talking a lot about MVP odds this last segment. You're not quite feeling like an MVP in the bedroom. You need a little boost from that, sometimes a little odds boost, right? Well, let me tell you about my friends over at Blue Chew. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. So you don't got to have a doctor's visit. You don't have to have any awkward conversations. No visits to the pharmacy, delivers right to your door in a discreet package. And I'm going to give a special deal for all my listeners out there who want to try Blue Chew out. You got nothing to lose right now. All you got to do is go to bluechew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. You put SHOWPONY in at checkout, and you're just paying $5 for shipping, and it ships right to your door. You get your first month of Blue Chew for free. That's bluechew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY, and you're getting your first month of Blue Chew for free. So enough of this nonsense. No more lagging in the bedroom. No more sticking on the bench. Make yourself an MVP. Use Blue Chew today. Go to bluechew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. That's all one word. Use the promo code SHOWPONY for our listeners here at checkout, and you're getting your first month of Blue Chew for free. That's bluechew.com. BlueChew.com.
It's a national sales event.
You'll love King's Harvest.
Yeah, Fangs. This is the type of stuff Fangs would listen to.
RVA Richie says the old knee Blue Chew. Anybody could use Blue Chew, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell you guys. And that's why you can use the promo code SHOWPONY. You don't have to just be the old.
Sure.
I think we're trying to lose that stigma. All right. If you are out there, you're trying to impress somebody new, or you're married for a long time, you want to spice things up, don't box yourself in, RVA Richie. It is not just for the old. All right. I wouldn't just sell this to Fangs. I would sell it to Anthony Weaver too.
Yeah.
If Mick Cochin wants to chew on a little blue, I'll let him know. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. Month free.
Chicklet and Melanie, social media couple, Probably in their 30s now, but started in their mid to late 20s, advertising Blue Chew.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Who
right
cares?
now.
They're young people. They
don't know who
advertise
that
What are
Blue
their names
Chew.
again?
Chiclet, Millennium.
The name is Chiclet and Millennium. That's their names.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good. But they're young. They advertise Blue Chew. They're young. They do that.
Schmeathan says, how do parents explain this ad to kids listening to the car? School's in. Not worried about it, Schmeathan. Not worried about it, dude.
Schmeathan always
you know what
worried
you
about
should
the
worry?
kids.
Yeah, you always worry about the kids, Schmeathan. You know what I say? Raise your own kids.
Yeah. Raising Cane's.
And use the promo code SHOWPONY for a month free.
Okay. All
right.
Want another kid?
Yep, exactly, dude. Anyway, let's get to a mixed bag here, huh?
Let's do it.
The mixed bag is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. What do we have today, Frog Boy?
All righty then. We have had Miami Dolphins sound all day, and I got a little bit more for you. We were just talking about Tua's MVP odds. And a lot of people accusing me of changing my tune on the criticisms I had for the quarterback early on. But he's taken a lot of my advice, apparently, and that's why I'm back on this Tua train.
Nope.
One of the things that I complained about was his lack of mobility.
You did complain about that a lot.
Now, Braxton Berrios.
Annoying.
I mean, you know, message was delivered, if I had to be honest. Apparently, according to the Dolphins wide receiver and Cane's legend, Tua does look a little bit more mobile than he's used to seeing.
I do, and I think he said it as well. You know, I think at the end of the day, whatever he feels best at is going to be best for this team. And you know, like obviously he feels best where he is, and you know, we're all confident that he's at his best.
Is Braxton Berrios also in an adorable social media couple?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the name of his squeeze?
Alex Earl.
Who?
Alex
Earl.
She's really famous, yeah?
Why is she famous, though?
I don't know.
I know she's famous, but I just don't know.
I know why he's famous.
Yeah, for sure.
Kickoff returns.
It's good.
Also, handsome.
Short hands. Yeah, she has 4 million followers on Instagram.
Wow. All right.
I still don't know what she does,
She
though.
started with like TikTok Get Ready With Me's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Braxton Berrios, he likes a mobile Tua. I like a mobile Tua.
yeah.
No thanks to you, Frog.
No,
Boy.
it's exactly thanks to me. I put that pressure on him.
By the way,
Little MTL.
this is just the normal progression of a professional
Not
athlete.
the normal
It is.
progression.
Dude,
I
I'm
don't think
telling
normal
you it is.
progressions typically have martial arts in them.
No, but I'm just saying, you're just trying to find out the best possible body that allows you to do the things you need to do. Because keep in mind, when he first got here, it was all about building muscle to kind of withstand the season. And he was banged up. So he was very limited. So you got a couple of years of going through that. Then the concussion thing. Now we got to figure out how to fall, right? Now, after that year, he's like, you know what? I was a little big. I want to get more fit so I can move around a little better. It's the normal progression of trying to figure out what body best fits you. Like, the thing you should be impressed with is how hard he's worked to do all these different things.
I am impressed.
So the fact that he's saying, oh, he finally listened to what, like, it's normal.
Yeah, shut up,
Stop.
Frog Boy.
Oh, man, you're discrediting me.
Yes, I am.
That's fair.
What else you got in the mixed bag?
I have an ominous message, a bit of a backhanded compliment, if you will.
From?
Jaylen Wright, dude.
Oh.
The right stuff. Jaylen.
What did the new kid on the block say?
Mentioned that he had a similar running style to the man who I think may lose his job quicker than you want to admit it, Raheem Mostert. This is what Jaylen
There is no
Wright
chance.
Say. I don't know.
I'll say
Okay.
Raheem. I'll say Raheem. You know, me and Raheem, I feel like we got a pretty similar skill set. You know, just the way we run the ball, physical. You know, speed, explosiveness. You know, good cuts. You know, the game ground in your cuts. You know, I learned a lot from Raheem. You know, he's a great back. So
Fast
for sure. Let me tell you what. Would
Can
you
I just
rather
say
have
this?
a 32-year-old Raheem?
I don't know about you guys.
What's that?
Do you feel awkward hearing somebody talk about what their traits are?
What their traits are? Like
Yeah.
you think it's a little
Yeah.
cocky?
Yeah.
Nah, I like
It's
it.
weird.
Mm.
It's a little-
I know you like it's weird.
Hmm.
That first of all, somebody would ask him that.
I heard the question. He was asked, like, what back do you compare yourself to?
Oh, okay.
So
it's a
he
little
was
bit.
asked about
Okay.
it. In fairness.
Yeah, no. Okay, you're right. But wasn't he the other day was saying, I'm quick, I got speed.
He said that. He did say that.
Right. So that's why I'm more thinking of that.
What else you got, Marcos?
Well, we talked about the man who's beating science. Now, a little bit of
Is it not
advice.
beating science until you actually play?
I think you're just nervous that he is beating science.
No.
and
Beating science,
that's gonna put me
The
in
process is a process. I don't care about if the process is another 2 weeks, then so be it.
Will you admit that he beat science if he plays week 1?
No.
Why not?
What?
Because he didn't play a day before he was
Can
ready
I
to
ask you
play.
something? Are
Right.
you only
Go
not
ahead.
admitting that because I said that he beat science and you don't want to agree with me?
It's not beating science. If he ends up playing, it's because he was healthy.
Ooh, Dade South says that Jaylen Wright got a segment on Baldy's breakdown.
Baldy already. He sees
Baldy,
it.
huh?
Wow,
Go to his
preseason
Twitter
breakdown from Baldy.
See, I don't even care right now.
Preseason
enjoying my
breakdown.
fries.
Anyway, what else you got,
'Cause
Marcus?
thanks to Uber, that's all I'm eating.
Baldy.
Why? Oh,
What happened?
what happened?
Short of the burger.
Well, you're eating
Oh,
my
that's
burger.
fine.
You're not eating. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
not eat a burger.
what?
You're gonna eat a burger. You're,
No,
you're eating.
I don't want
I don't
your
want
burger. I wanted my burger.
What was your burger?
Different than your burger.
Flashing out, dude.
Don't worry.
Let's
I got
all-
fries.
What was your burger?
We'll all split our
So
burger.
what burger
together.
did you get?
I got a bacon burger with Shack sauce, and it was gonna be delicious. Thanks, Shake Shack. I never had Shake Shack before. Never.
Have
Ooh.
mine.
No.
That's bacon.
I don't know. No.
Mm.
I want mine. I'm fine. I'm gonna eat some fries.
Baldy says,
Dude.
Jaylen Wright sure looked exactly like the player we watched in Tennessee. Speed, and vision to go with it.
That's 3 speeds.
Hashtag Baldy's breakdowns.
Damn. A preseason breakdown.
That's 3 speeds.
That's pretty good. And vision. Don't forget that. Good vision.
Apologize. You eating coffee with your drinking coffee with your fries?
I don't care.
This is rock bottom.
It's
for him.
wet. This is like, do you understand?
I got to be honest with you. I'm proud of you because I figured you'd be on the phone with Shake Shack right now.
Yeah, for sure.
No, you can't do Shake Shack. They can't do nothing. They're gonna say call Uber.
Why? Was
Everybody washes their hands of everything.
Nah.
Nobody has accountability for anything anymore. Like you, no matter who you call, I wasn't. That wasn't me. No accountability. None. You don't. No matter where it is, it's never the person you call. I'm like, hey, don't you work for them? So why can't
Have you tried calling?
who?
Shake
No,
Shack?
you just get it refunded.
Did this just happen?
Yeah.
What's that?
Front office members relieved of duties for
Yes,
the Marlins?
we already-
Yeah, it was reported
Wait,
yesterday.
So this
Wait,
isn't
no,
breaking news.
No,
okay.
it's funny. Tobin gave it all the attention it deserved.
And Leroy was like, "Oh, look at that!" I'm like, "Yeah, not Bendix guys." Like I read,
It's like, no, they just
Not
didn't renew
Bendix
their
guys.
contract.
yeah, they didn't renew their contracts. I
Right.
I was
Alright.
reading yesterday in the Herald about it. Craig Mesh and Barry Jacks reporting it, and they're like, "Yeah, didn't renew their contracts."
Oh, yeah.
Shocker.
Okay.
They're like, "This guy was the go-to guy of the significant moves last
Look,
year." I'm like,
Leroy complaining about accountability is rich. Like, okay, God forbid. Like, I don't think people understand.
Hmm?
Like, when you play a professional sport, you're asked to live by a certain accountability that none of you clowns live by. And then it's a bit disappointing when you get in the real world and realize nobody else lives by this so-called accountability code that we all supposed to have.
the real question is the best ability availability or accountability?
Ooh.
Well, you can't be accountable if you're not available.
Fair point.
Damn.
That's a point.
That's good. Give that guy a point.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Dade South saying Jaelan Phillips dropped a show pony in his press conference
did
yesterday.
see that.
Did he?
I don't
I don't remember. I listened back in it, but I don't recall.
Show.
Now, mind you, I had to listen to Mike McDaniel yesterday, and
You just get tired of he gets you tired of conferences, news conferences, right?
He had a 4-minute answer yesterday, and it was all just to lead to him saying that he knew Steph Curry.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We
I
heard
was like, "What are you doing? Just say you know Steph Curry. You don't need that many words." Anyway, what are we getting to?
We're in a mixed bag. Maybe we have time for one more.
Yeah, we got time.
We are hearing from our boy Jaelan Phillips, who got advice from Shaq Barrett.
Oh,
he told him that first year back from an Achilles injury, you'd be a little bit more explosive than you think.
People have told me in general, like, some people have said, oh, the explosivity doesn't fully come back until the second year. And some people, like, I talked to Shaq, for example, because he obviously did his Achilles a couple years ago, and he was saying he felt, pretty good, pretty great his first year back. So with me, like, I'm trying to hit the ground running. How it's going to react, how it's going to feel, that's to be determined, but I feel really explosive and really strong right now. So,
if I may, Shaq Barrett was a
pass rusher. He was supposed to be. He was supposed to be their replacement,
and he retired.
And then he retired.
Because I'm thinking like
he was not the same player after tearing his Achilles.
I know,
but he was older. He was much
older,
much older.
But I'm saying, but here's what I'm saying is that depending on where you are in your career and how old you are, and that like it matters, right? And I'm not saying that like he's probably gonna be much better than a lot of these guys that have had this injury, but that being said, I think the team is going to be more cautious than he probably wants them to be, which is fine.
Mike McDaniel is very cautious with the injuries.
Yep.
He is cautious.
Most guys are, especially now, because now having a guy sit out for a year, ask the Jets, like how crucial that is. Right? How much it hurt their team. But we'll see.
We'll take a quick break. Back more for this.
WQA.
Hey, how many times has this been sampled?
Never.
Yes, it has.
I'm just kidding.
It's been sampled probably 3 or 4 times, right?
Yeah, at least. Yeah, probably. Definitely 3 for sure.
It's been sampled by who's it? SV. No, who's that? I Can't Wait. Then there's a couple of rap songs. Yeah, man. Educate yourself. Some of these original people aren't very original.
Bums.
Not bums.
See, Biggie.
Yep, Biggie did it.
Kendrick Lamar.
He's not a bum. Never say anything. I'm never
watch
sorry
out.
for Kendrick Lamar.
Watch out,
ever. Bury you.
So is like is this over?
The beef?
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake lost.
Been pretty
for
quiet
sure.
I mean,
for a
he
while,
hasn't.
right?
I mean, you never can count it out, but he's.
There's
gonna-
always that one spot, and here's what I don't get. When you know you have a blind spot, that means you can't go out there and expose yourself like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that Drake went after Kendrick Lamar, knowing he had that blind spot, that he probably didn't want that business out there, right? He probably should have been more aware.
I think he probably thought there's no shot this guy is going to be more out fame me in a beef. Like no.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with that.
But like I think he probably underestimated that. Like he's like, I'm Drake.
He underestimated the information.
Yeah.
Because now more people are talking about, oh, Drake, you
Mm.
dirty. What you doing, dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, Dade South was right about Jaelan Phillips. He did drop a show pony yesterday.
He did.
Yep.
Yeah, so I actually met Kirk at the NFL or at the Super Bowl in Vegas, and I was at some NFL corporate sponsor event, just being a show pony, and I saw Kirk, went up to him, kind of approached him. He knew who I was, and we just started chopping it up. And he's just like super humble, super down to earth guy. So we had some great conversations then, and then obviously when I saw him out here, checked in on him, saw how he was doing. And then, in terms of like the fraternity of the NFL, especially when you got guys who have similar injuries, it just kind of like you're already connected off the bat. And then, obviously if they're good people, you can kind of chop it up and stuff like that. But I think in general, the NFL fraternity is pretty great. It's pretty cool. Like most guys, when I meet them outside of ball, it's just like game respects game. And so like, people like Max Crosby is someone I met in the offseason, and, we were able to chop it up, and, him tell me he loves my game. I tell him, obviously, I love his game. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a really cool part about being in the league.
There you go. Jaelan Phillips, show pony.
That's a win for you, for sure.
That is.
Oh, my God.
What? Know what he means.
Show pony.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Dolphins training camp has wrapped up. Another piece of injury news today. This comes from the great Barry Jackson. Ethan Bonner has been out with a concussion.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
This must have happened in the game then, right? Because they're not full contact, unless it's like happened with the floor.
Yeah,
but you butt heads. What do you?
I didn't realize that they were like, I don't know, because you guys being old athletes constantly complain about how soft practices are. So I didn't
say practices were soft.
I think that's what you said.
I basically have said,
I probably did.
How are you gonna know how or when to get tackled or fall or prepare if you never do it? So at some point during camp, you have to get your body ready for a tackle or a hit or a block or whatever. And I don't think that's the problem that all of these guys are having, right? Like now they get into game situations and their body's giving out on them because they've never prepared for it. And then you go from, a preseason game and not playing any and having anything physical happen to you then to the most physical it could be in the sport during the regular season.
It was brutal seeing all those injuries on Sunday or on Friday.
Listen, you want to ball. You want to ball out. You want to play hard. Like it's competition.
Tua says he wants to play this week.
And competition body, right, is different than the prepared body.
Mm-hmm.
That's why coaches kind of hold guys out because they know, hey, you think Tyreek gonna not run fast if he playing on the field?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. but maybe your body's not ready for that yet.
He's not allowed to play.
But so I need, but the other thing, I want Tua to play a little bit so you know what throws you can and can't make. You never seeing it live. You're gonna make a throw and somebody gonna jump it, and you go, woo, I probably shouldn't have made that throw.
Especially if you got some young guys too. Like, don't you want to have them hear your cadence in the huddle for real, and like a stadium?
Well, them
and
guys
things
playing,
like that?
nobody cares. I'm just saying.
Which guys?
They hearing the right guys.
Yeah, but like say like a young guy like Malik Washington's probably gonna make the team.
Yeah,
you know, like you don't want to like
he's
get a
hearing
little
the
rapport
right
with
guys.
him.
He's hearing the right guys.
All right.
He's hearing the right guys. I mean, this is more important. Like, I want to see the young guys play. Like, I love what I saw from the young guys on defense.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like a series, a quarter, like I don't know, whatever the proper amount is.
I would say,
and then
I would say maybe the 20 plays during camp, during game time. And you want to maybe get one of every situation. So, first and 10, second and long, second and short, third and medium, or third and long. So if you can get all those situations, short yardage, right? Rolling your quarterback out, there's certain things you need to see live. Like, we make a lot of terrible assumptions about a physical sport. Like, you're making an assumption, oh, he's going to just pick it up. Dude, if you've never been tackled, you don't know what that feels like, even if you've done it year after year, right? You need to feel it. You need to know how to prepare your body. You need to know what it feels like to get the football grabbed at.
Well, especially too, like if he is going to have this new mobile body or just to feel what it's like to play, like he doesn't know, like he
needs to slide for real.
Yeah.
Right? He needs to know when to get down. You get down too late, that's a shoulder pad to the head. So these are all things that are normal football activities that you need to pick up on before the season starts. If there's organizations and coaches that say, I will get it, I always wonder about those teams because, like, if you get off to a slow start, then what? Now your guy who you sat out all the camp is doing camp the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah, Tua says, this is from Ken Wolf. He says, hopes that he plays, but the team leaders will talk to Mike McDaniel on it this week. Did note that they have injuries as they try and get ready. Brewer, their center's out. Isaiah Wynn remains on PUP. No Jalen Waddle, who's been dealing with an injury. And Odell, of course, is still on PUP as well. Some other injury news. JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, he might have to have meniscus surgery.
Yep, he is going to be out. Torn meniscus.
He looked pretty
in his
good.
right knee. Yeah, he did look good.
Yeah.
But you always say meniscus are tricky. You don't really know until you're in there, right?
Yeah, because you don't know how much damn. I've seen guys get a meniscus cleaned up and was back in 2 weeks. When I got my meniscus done, you saw me hobbling around for a while.
Oof.
Right? You just don't know how severe it is. What else? Because they go in there and they might have to clean some other stuff out. And yeah, it's like with a lot of injuries. Like, you can do the MRI, but you really don't know the severity of any injury until you go in there and see it yourself. So once they commit to surgery, then they go in there, look around, clean things out and whatever. So they might have some other stuff they might have to clean up. I don't know how long it'll be. It could be a month. It could be a couple of weeks. Just depends on how severe the tear is or, how bad the injury was.
We'll take a quick break here on the show. Back with more after this.
WQAM
Leroy. You. Hey, if you want to go see Dan and Shay.
Wow.
Both of them.
Both of them.
J-Fig says they're very good live.
Are they? I like them. I wouldn't say they're
They're
like
very good live. What do you mean?
They got a very
I don't know if it's Dan or Shay, but one of them has an incredible voice.
yeah. I thought it was Rascal Flatts for the longest time. I thought that Rascal Flatts was just back
What?
doing their thing. I thought I thought I was like, oh, Rascal Flatts has got some new songs, but no. Apparently Dan and Shay just sound a lot like Rascal Flatts, but they're good.
Rascal Flatts.
What's
Dan
wrong
and
with you?
Shay, dude.
Are you mad because Rascal Flatts is Cleveland royalty? Is that why you're looking at me like that?
No. There's a lot of musicians out of Cleveland.
I don't know where
Point
Dan and
is,
Shay,
they sound amazing live.
but also like Rascal Flatts, you would agree.
Life is a highway, dude.
You would
I
what?
don't think so.
You don't think they sound like Rascal Flatts?
No.
You don't know what you're talking about then. You don't have ears.
Life is a highway. All night.
Yeah, so mix that with don't you save me the trouble. It sounds the same, dude.
Who was that just now? Rascal Flatts or Dan and Shay?
Who's to say?
was Dan
tell.
The same
and
thing. Anyway, if you want to see Dan and Shay, they're going to be at the I Think Financial Amphitheater next week. So you guys can call right now. Caller number. Give me a number, Leroy.
4.
Caller 4 to
Yeah.
305-567-0560. Caller 4 to 305-567-0560 will win a pair of tickets to see Dan and Shay and their Heartbreak on the Map tour at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm on August 22nd. If you guys don't win, you can get your tickets to Live Nation show. But right now, caller 4 to 305-567-0560 will win a pair of tickets to Dan and Shay. And we'll save you the trouble of buying tickets because you're going to win them if you're caller 4.
Okay. That was good.
Thank you.
Hey, good save.
Their new song, though.
Is Blue Chew involved with this too?
No, but they are a couple of show ponies. You know who's I think opening for them, though, is Jake Owen. He's a bit of a show pony.
Why is he a show pony?
He's a show pony. Like, that's kind of his thing. Like, he
Like,
makes
what does
fun
he do?
drinking music, you know, steals Willie Nelson songs, but makes them about boats.
Hmm.
Fun guy.
On the boat again?
Exactly. See, you know the song.
Let's see what else.
Let's get to another training camp report here, brought to you by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Are you ready to level up your career game? Oh, Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges, Leroy. They've got you covered. You can choose from tons of programs, learn top-notch certified instructors, and get real-world experience. The best part, you can graduate debt-free in 1 to 2 years. If you're ready to make a move, log on to careerinayear.com or call them up, 305-558-8000. Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges, your best choice for a brighter future. Practice wrapped up today. We got news that Ethan Bonner, according to Barry Jackson, is dealing with a concussion. So we wish White Lightning the fastest of recoveries. He is fast at everything, though, so maybe he's fast at recovery, too. Maybe he'll beat science. Moving on.
I just wish you understood how injuries work.
Okay, I don't want to, you know.
You bring Deadfoot to the table, which is not even your injury.
It was my injury.
It was not. You
was
didn't
my
have
injury. I don't-
Deadfoot, dude.
See, like I'll take a lot of comments from you. I'll take some belittling, but I will not let you sit here and say I did not have Deadfoot because I had it.
Dude,
Foot
your
was
foot
dead.
going numb from kicking it
was dead.
to
Days. Multiple.
no, it wasn't.
It
were
was
walking
multiple
fine the
days.
next day.
No,
I'm telling
I
you,
was not.
He makes it sound like he was walking through the house like Kaiser Soze.
I was.
You weren't.
At one point, I was hopping on one foot to get from room to room, balancing on the walls. It was embarrassing. I'm glad nobody saw me like that.
The worst. You are the worst.
By the way, the Jets have more drama.
Really? Really? How'd you think this was gonna go, Jets fans? No, really. How'd you think this was gonna go?
Hassan Reddick is requesting a trade, and their GM, Joe Douglas, has come out and basically said, no. He says, we have informed Hassan that we will not trade him, and he's expected to be here with his teammates. Since the trade discussions back in March, we have been clear, direct, and consistent with our position. Our focus is to remain on the guys that we have here as we prepare for the regular season. believe he also said they're going to continue to fine his ass.
This is the first time I kind of agree with the organization, though.
Why?
He was just traded there 4 months ago.
Yeah, but usually when you get traded like that, usually you got traded from your last team because they wouldn't give you a contract.
Yeah.
And usually you go to the new team and they give you a new contract. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of demanding the trade, right? If you're not going to pay me, trade me somebody that will. He got traded to the Jets, and now they're doing the same thing as the old team did. Like, yeah. So
You demand another trade, though. You got to play out the season with a chip on your shoulder.
He's probably going to come back at the end of camp, though, right? Like, this is probably just him skipping camp. If he is on the last year of his deal, that's probably what it is.
But that's the crazy thing is why you trade for a guy you know he's on last year of his deal. You know what he's going to do before he gets here. So why is anybody shocked?
ESPN says the Jets will not negotiate with the player unless he's in camp.
No, then they won't negotiate with him. Stop.
They probably just wanted a 1-year rental. And we're like, I mean, what else are you going to do?
Okay. Again, all problems that if you think your team's going to be good, you don't want to hear about. Right? You don't want to hear it. So now you got Aaron Rodgers, you got this guy, right? Anything else y'all want to throw into the mix? Into the bleep pie?
I'm sure that Salah's going to say something in the next couple of
Oh,
weeks.
he'll say something. Because this all started with him. Everybody was fine with Aaron Rodgers was doing, everybody else was doing on the team. And then he called out Aaron Rodgers.
He should have called out Aaron Rodgers, by the way. I stand by him.
No, you don't. You just
I
like
do.
the chaos.
No, it's not true. I do. I don't like the fact that Aaron Rodgers thinks he can go look at pyramids whenever he pleases.
Wow, you really went for that Y in pyramid.
Here's the largest problem I have with this whole thing. If Aaron Rodgers had been there for 2 months, which he was, there for 2 months working out with his guys or whatever, and then he decides to leave or he plans a trip, and you say, oh, by the way, we're doing minicamp that week, right? He's like, oh, I've been here for 2 months. What does he care what 1 week is versus the other week? It's the same thing. So would you rather him not be there for the first 2 months and just go for minicamp?
What's mandatory is mandatory.
See, here we go.
What's mandatory is mandatory.
Okay.
That's a bad example, bad precedent.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Sure it does.
Because the only person that had a problem with it was Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
And then he swore he didn't have a problem with it.
You want to know why he had a problem with it?
Why?
Because mandatory is mandatory.
Wow. Okay.
Doesn't it kind of give the vibe that he thinks he's above everyone?
It does.
Who,
It does.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Of
If he decides not
course
to
he
show up
does.
for something.
It does.
Okay, but
Unctuous.
like you gotta hide it, you know.
Wait,
even if you think that.
Even I know
To
that.
go to what?
Wait, even I know that. But I'm gonna defend him on this issue.
I'm surprised you defend him.
If you have the whole summer and you're there the whole summer, and you take the 1 week off that just happens to be minicamp, don't throw it in his face.
Dude, don't get high as a kite to go see the Sphinx.
Is that what he did? Yeah. Oh.
What else are you doing in Egypt?
Hey, come down to Miami, put a OR on the end of that thing, and now we talking.
Sphinxer.
I love how he said.
Marcos,
sorry.
You are dumb as a box of rocks, right?
Sorry.
Out loud?
I apologize.
By the way, you annoyed by this? I was a little annoyed by this.
By what?
So Connor Williams, Dolphins former center, they didn't bring him back.
He signed in Seattle, didn't he?
He did sign Seattle.
Far away.
And he's saying that he's 95%.
Oh,
back.
of course, dude.
And I think he's going to be back for week 1.
Get
And
out.
meanwhile, the Dolphins are sitting here. Our center's hand doesn't even work. Could be a misfire.
Hey,
wow.
You could do like my boy did. Steve Everett.
Tape it.
Snapped it with the other hand.
Oh, that was
Dude,
badass.
I'm telling you, because him and his boy Shafe, right? First of all, they were meatheads. They were nasty, just linemen, right? They went out one night, and his boy accidentally slammed his hand in the door. So he had 2 broken fingers. And Bo got mad.
How hard are they slamming that door?
Like a big meathead lineman.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right? I'm telling you, Jumbo Elliott said he was going to kick my ass if I didn't let him carry me back to the dorm. So guess what I did? A piece.
Little piggyback action.
Yeah. So here's the deal. So Bo was yelling in practice because it was during like spring ball. And Steve said, bleep it. I'll snap it with my other hand. Never had his fumble, never nothing.
Incredible.
I'm just looking at this man and going, if I'm ever in a street fight, this dude is who I want with me. And we played in Cleveland together. I played football with him longer than I played with any other person. And I'm like, yeah. I said, you got friends. I got friends.
Wow. Yeah, I work with a
In
Tobin.
Dade says that Connor Williams wasn't signing with the Dolphins. He felt some kind of way. I think they kind of made it known though. Like, I know that he had like his little mini camp holdout last year.
That was funny. What did it last? 12 seconds?
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as they like hit him with a vine, he's like, all right. But they made him a center. I mean, he wasn't a center before he got here. Now all of a sudden he wants to be a center.
Well, the problem is that a team will move you, right? And then when it's time to pay you, they want to move you to another position and pay you like the other position. You can't do that either.
Which position makes more? Because guards are making a lot of money.
Guards are making a lot of money now, but depends on how important you think your center is.
Still can't believe Robert Hunt made that much money.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Right? Somebody's going to go, my bad. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
Yeah, on the way out to get fired.
Mike McDonald. He's not Mike McDaniel. Mike McDonald. The
Oh,
Seahawks coach.
McDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, he had a guard. E-I-E-I-O. With a snap, snap here and snap, snap there. Here, snap, there, snap. Everybody snap, snap.
You let your intrusive thoughts win there, Leroy. I'm gonna be honest.
I think you.
Since you trying to pronounce sphincter out loud.
I love how you say it again.
I think it deserves a point. I loved it.
Whoa. All right. Well, I guess
McDonald says that Williams will work with the sports performance folks for the next week or so before joining the team for full practice.
Oh, in Seattle?
Yeah.
The
sports performance folks. See what they got?
That's what they said.
They got sports performance folks.
Yeah.
What do we got?
I don't know.
F1.
I think
that's so Miami, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he spends a lot of money on the team. If he wants to go cheap skis
Really?
on the staff,
Hey.
Are you think he doesn't have sports performance people here? Are you
Vlad,
kidding me?
hey,
Did you guys not
Marco.
see? Did you
don't think so.
Mark, I did. Marco.
They have a hospital on the ground.
That's what I'm
Marcos.
saying. No room
Marcos,
for sports.
let me tell you this. Do you not understand when Stephen Ross first got here, I told these people, you guys are going to appreciate the fact that he will spend however much money it takes to make this organization a certain way.
What do you mean these people?
You,
What do you mean, huh?
and all the other people who said, he's a bum. He's a, yeah, like, no, man, that's step
I
one.
just told him to stop with the talkie talk.
He did. He did. He did. Now he talks with his hips. Waddles.
Now you're telling him to stop thrusting.
We'll take a break. Back after this.
This
Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. Jimmy Butler apparently has made somebody mad in the poker world.
What else is new?
Well, do you remember this this thing that went viral? It was a couple months ago in the summer. He was doing a poker game with Neymar.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Garcia was there.
Super annoying. What team
Ryan Garcia. The first viral videos that went out of this thing was they were surrounding Jimmy Butler because everybody could notice that Ryan Garcia, when he was in the midst of, I think, the pinnacle of his meltdown, which I don't even know was over, but he was annoying the holy hell out of Jimmy Butler. You could tell by that. Mm-hmm. I think Jimmy Butler was there to make money, hang out with his friend Neymar. We know that he loves Neymar. And Dan Bilzerian. Is it Blizzarian?
How about it's Dan Phony Pants McGee?
He got really mad at Jimmy Butler. He called Jimmy Butler a baby because he wouldn't stick around and keep gambling with him because Jimmy took his winnings and left.
Yeah.
So he was upset with Jimmy Butler. But apparently this individual, Nick Vertucci, who runs this, what is the name of the show? Hustler Casino Live. He was very mad because he said Jimmy Butler was a bleep hole. He was a bleep hole to everybody there at the show.
Huh.
And he went on to tell this story yesterday while on another episode of his live stream casino, because they stream all these celebrity poker games. Mm-hmm. Bruce Buffer is at this one. Bruce Buffer, of course, voice of the UFC, who's a very big poker player.
Wow.
Also very calm. It's kind of odd and weird to hear him.
Not
when he's
really. He seems mellow.
What? I know, but that character that he goes into, like Bruce Buffer when he's doing his thing. I mean, like you've seen him when not the brother, not the one who we're very terrified of here.
Don't
even
the
think
famous
about
one, the other one,
the UFC one.
Oh yeah, he seems very
live.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
fight. And I'm like, oh my god,
they didn't even know they were brothers, right?
They didn't.
Right.
They did not know they were brothers, and then he became
who was first? The other guy,
Michael. Yeah,
Michael. I think he's like, well, I can get some money in this.
Kind of, a little bit. But anyway, here's this guy. You see him here with his basketball jersey, and he comes on here to say that he hates Jimmy Butler.
No, not Blizzarian. Jimmy Butler. Really? Yeah, I don't like him. Wow, I don't care. I don't care if someone will clip it and send it to him.
It was very weird. I was right near that interaction, Nick. That pissed me off too. Over there. What happened? He was just rude to Nick. He was just,
no, he was rude to everybody.
But he
was just rude to me.
Yeah.
He was rude.
I didn't see the other.
Was it on stream or was it off stream?
Off stream. Over there.
Ryan's gonna hate this because he's so politically correct, but I don't want him back.
So he's banned. He's banned. Yeah, because he owns this Hustler Live casino. So he's getting ready to ban Jimmy Butler, but he wants everybody to know that he wants to show everybody that he's going to ban Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
In the midst of this. And so
damage is done, my friend.
The damage is done.
Like his ego was hurt definitely by Jimmy Butler, and now he's trying to pull another play.
This is what I think. Here's his story of what went down with him and Jimmy Butler.
Got so tilted because he didn't understand it and he didn't want it. Like he had to put 3,500 in with aces, and it was like you were trying. Like he was like just didn't want to gamble, which whatever. And then when they put the stand-up game on, and he got in an argument with Blizzarian and someone else. He was just being and then he got up and he said this, and so I'm playing over there, just playing poker. And Veronica comes to me and goes, "You better come up here," because he's standing over there yelling at like, "I'm not coming back this way, blah blah blah." And then I get up there and I hear him going, "I'm the real one. They want this mother back. They better da 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 da. They're gonna drop a game. It better be the game."
Give me a break.
So hold on. So it gets better. It gets better.
Oh, it gets better. I'm the real one.
That sounds like Jimmy Butler.
That does sound like Jimmy Butler.
Why'd you take out the videos? There's not more.
I'm putting him in his clips, J-Fig. I'm putting him in his clips. I'm doing small
Can't
bites.
leave me hanging like that.
Hey, you do understand how radio works, right?
Okay.
You do realize that it was a video, not a clip.
Same concept.
I'm going clip by clip, J-Fig.
Same concept.
I'm trying to bring along the story. I didn't want us to watch 4
I'm not
minutes.
lashing out. You're the one that act like all of a sudden this radio thing is a new thing.
I'm the real one.
Weren't you on your phone just now?
Wow.
She's lashing out.
He's the real one.
Love that. Anyway, yeah, I could totally see Jimmy Butler. I'm the real one.
At a poker table. If you want the real one back, you better fix this.
So far, though, I'm not off Jimmy Butler's side. Like he is the real one and should be treated as such.
So far, so good.
I do know that poker players get very annoyed though if you don't know the rules.
Okay, dude. But I mean, they're adding extra rules.
Let me pull out our little book for our friend. Not to give us, but to show us to sell.
Oh, dude. Who was that guy? What was his name? Phil Hellmuth.
Phil Hellmuth.
Hellmuth, dude.
We had Phil Hellmuth on one time. And
Hellmuth.
he wrote a book that he had in his pocket.
Yeah.
It was like this big.
Okay. So he just walked around with a pocket
Yeah.
size.
So he pulled it out.
Yeah.
And he name dropped 1,000 people. Like that was with the Warriors and all that. And I was like, oh, he's going to give us a book. Like, no, you could buy it.
Oh, okay. I'd like to say that's the last time he ever appeared.
I don't know how that book did in sales, but anyway, here's more of Nick Vertucci. He tells us it's going to get better because Jimmy Butler is here yelling at people saying he's the real one. And so Vertucci then decides, I'm the boss. I have to infiltrate here. I have to say my piece. And here we go.
So I walk up. He has met me. He knows I'm one of the owners of the show, and I'm very nice to him. And I come up and I do this, and I say, "Hey, Jimmy, listen."
Got his arm on his he's got his hand on the guy's arm.
No touching.
Yeah, I feel like if someone's
So
already
he's
mad,
touching
you don't
Jimmy
touch
Butler. He's coming up. He's touching Jimmy Butler's arm. Is what he is describing there for our radio audience.
Is there anything I could do for you? He goes, "Yeah. First thing is get your hand off my arm."
Oh, I did, right?
Whoa, yeah, and I said, and I didn't move it. And I said, hold on. I said, we met. You may have forgotten. No big deal, but I own part of the show. I just want to help you. He goes, you want to help me? Go get my money. And I said, okay. I said, listen, I don't do that. And you know, if you want to go get your money, go get your own money. And I just walked away.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a wilding, right?
Yeah. And then he was yelling, I'm the real one.
Oh, please, give me a break. Anybody yells that's an a-hole.
I'm the real one.
So they paid Jimmy.
Say they're the king is no real.
I don't know. The real something.
I think he won.
So,
No,
yeah,
I don't
if
think he
you're
like. I don't think he was
on the
a
show,
kid.
you probably
He
should
wasn't
say
a real
that.
poker player, I'll tell you that
He's
much.
horrible.
Bruce, no, Bruce.
Bruce.
Come on, Bruce.
He looks a lot smaller too.
Well, he does. Yeah, he wears very tight coats.
Yeah.
I think it makes him look a little bit more.
Yeah, but no, you can tell that.
But he, no, they didn't pay. I don't think it was like a paid appearance. I think he won money. Like Jimmy Butler, it was like known out of that tournament that Jimmy Butler won. I think like $100+ grand.
Man, he
So,
cashed out.
but my question is this:
Gave away some money too.
then why? Then like, if you ain't paying him to be there, then why are you complaining about? Because if you ever watch the World Series of Poker, there's always a few people act a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just the nature of Phil Hellmuth. Because here's how it works. A poker player who's a professional only get pissed off about a couple of things.
Wow.
And that is if you don't play the rules and he can read you. So if you're just off the book and do crazy stuff, then Phil Hellmuth is famous for this, saying, how could you call that? You're not supposed to call that. And the guy goes, just felt it. That will but it's gambling.
Yeah.
So, but poker players, because they know numbers and how it works and the percentages, and they're sitting here going out loud. You know, they're like the dumb defenses. They want to talk out loud so everybody can know how smart they are. And then when it's not factual, when they show the hand, that's not possible. Like, yeah, man, it's cards, it's gambling. And so I think,
but thus far, this guy is mostly mad because Jimmy Butler told him to go get him his money. He's like, don't touch me, and then go get me my money.
And he kept his hand there too.
Right.
You know who I am.
No, but like
I would 200,000
here. First of all, here's the deal, and I mean this with all sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just walk up to somebody and put your hands on them, right? You just
Especially
don't.
when they're angry too.
No, I don't even think Jimmy was angry. I
Well,
think
like, what if
everybody
you're
else was
upset
more
with
angry than
something?
Jimmy. Because I think once Jimmy saw the soft spot, then you start playing it up, right? Like, ooh, I'm in the head. Got him. And they go, you don't know how to play. I'm like, you know what? The funny thing about gambling, you can still do well and not know what you're doing because it's gambling. You don't really need to know how.
Yeah.
You just need to put money down and take a chance.
Also, you got to also not put your parlays so much to the spot that you get it to plus 9,000 and then realize that you always miss it by one spot because you're greedy and a greedy pig on the Hard Rock app.
Okay.
None of that happens.
But that's just it. That's kind of how it goes.
He's also calling Jimmy Butler a phony because he said Jimmy Butler staged giving his money away because there was a viral video that came out that said Jimmy was giving out cash. He's saying this was all staged by Jimmy Butler.
I don't care how many viewers he brings. I don't want him back. He was rude. He was rude to the dealers. He was rude to other players. He was rude to the staff. Oh, and guess this is the best one. I'm going to say this. He has a whole entourage of people. There's a couple people peppered in there, and he's standing over by the rail, and his guys are all there with phones, like acting like he's like being like, you know, like they're videoing him. He takes out $100 bills after he just told me to go and starts giving them to people, but they're his guys. So they're going to give the money back to him, but people were videoing.
he's acting like
so he had it on video. So there you go.
Wow.
So they're going to clip that. That is going everywhere across. They're going to tag him. No, for me, they're going to tag him. All that works for me because he needs to know that you can't treat people like that.
There you go.
Wow, dude. Well, like, here's what I would say. Aren't you kind of in effect standing on your high horse telling that story?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You see what I mean? Like because if I had that interaction with somebody, I don't need to justify whatever I think or whatever I did to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he's trying to justify it to all these people who he knows that you're, you know, sponsoring this thing or running this thing.
How do we also know that Jimmy Butler didn't just want to give his entourage or whoever is in his crew hundreds of bucks, even if they weren't fans? Like if he did want to pay his guys a little money because, hey, we made money tonight, boys.
I don't know. It's pretty amazing.
Also, he's kind of saying it like we don't know who his entourage is. Like the people he's always hanging out with.
Wow.
I just think that in his efforts to show how good and cool he is, he's actually looking the other way. It looks the opposite when you rush to tell your side of the story. It's almost like you need approval from everybody else. When, you know, I give you a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
So I broke up with a girl years ago before my wife, and we had mutual friends. And they would say, hey, so what happened? I'm like, who cares? It's done. Right? So why, well, she's saying this and she's saying that. I'm like, I don't have to prove myself to you. It's not going to change anything. So I just keep it moving. I just went on about my way. Like it only time you would tell, like the only reason why he has to tell that story like that in that environment being filmed with all those people is so that he looks a certain way.
Yes.
Not so that
that's
Jimmy
the whole
was
thing
bad.
is when I listen
and
to this.
That's the point.
I listen, so we don't have the time to get to the last clip. There's a part where he says Jimmy wasn't very nice to a 22-year-old. He said kid. I say that's a man. But anyway, he
oh, wait. That can be a kid, but if it's an athlete, he's got to be responsible for raising your kids.
Right. But I think it's I think the thing that he just got in his feelings about the most is that Jimmy told him to go get his damn money. If you're the owner of the place.
Well, if he's your only see, here's the funny thing. I've done things like this, and you only have one contact.
Mm-hmm.
You're not introduced to everybody else. You just have the guy who brought you in. So any issue that you may have, you're always going to go to him. So I could see why Jimmy would do that.
I'm the real one.
Yeah, he is.
But you don't have to be good to win money in a game of chance. You can be lucky.
That's a show for today, everybody. We'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.
I the Heat.
Caleb for president. We heard the nickname you have with Cody on that. He came up with it. Black man and Robin, baby. Me, no all-star? Man, please. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.